Gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to another stream here on twitch.tv/RMU Rex Esports, or RMU Rex Sports. Goodness gracious. Down here at the Clearview Ice Arena, some more ACHA D1 Club Hockey for you tonight as your RMU Colonials are taking on the Mercyhurst University Lakers in a bout of pretty epic proportions, I'm going to say, tonight. We've got a very special night, and I'm going to let Jared get into that. But the first thing we're going to do, introduce myself. I am the head coach of RMU Esports, CJ Buckeye. I was here last Friday, if you tuned in on that one, and many streams before that. Alongside of me, a new student to RMU, Jared Stevens. Jared, why don't you tell us what's going on tonight?
So tonight we actually have a charity night here at Clearview Arena. We have brought in Pets for Vets. They did some stuff with the Penguins here not too long ago, and now they're here doing some stuff here at Clearview Arena. Their program is really cool. If you go to their website, it is thinkingoutsidethecage.org. When you go there, there will be a big orange donate button on the top right of your screen. If you guys feel ever so grateful, go onto that website, make some donations. There's some beautiful animals you can look to adopt on their website as well, and they offer other things like low-cost pet care as well. It's going to be a great night here for hockey with the pets here.
All sponsored by Animal Friends. So Animal Friends runs Thinking Outside the Cage. So if you go to that website, you're going to see the Animal Friends logo. They are running the Pets for Vets tonight. There is a ton, and I mean a ton, of raffles going on down the hallway from us. There is going to be special jerseys tonight for the Colonials. Tonight they will be wearing, believe it or not, salmon and white jerseys, where Mercyhurst is going to be wearing their dark green home jerseys. So tonight it should be an interesting game. We're going to try and read the jerseys best we can. The problem is you got white numbers on a salmon and white background. We're going to give it a go. I mean, if I see the numbers, I pretty much have it at this point. Yeah. Done enough D1 games. Yeah. I should be good on that. So going into this game, it looks like right off the bat, Mercyhurst hasn't played as many games as RMU.
They have not.
So if we're looking at it standings-wise, if we look at the rankings purely, RMU 27, just outside of that Power 25 ranking, and Mercyhurst at 64, but they've only played 19 games this season. They're near the bottom of the table, but they have been winning some of those games.
Yeah, not many games, but they have won a few. They're looking at a 2-15-2 record right now, so they're not coming off on a great foot, but hopefully looking to turn it around here tonight in Clearview.
So in those 19 games, we're looking at their top point scorer having about 15 points. That being, I believe, Jake Peters, and he's tied with Jacob Ugenti as well. So the two of them leading the points for Mercyhurst. RMU, of course, the two names that we've been saying all season long, Roman Kramer, Justin Adamski, leading the points for RMU at 55 and 51 points respectively. 55 for Kramer, 51 for Adamski.
Yeah, and when you look at Jacob Ugenti, he stands out a little bit to me because he only has 13 games under his belt out of those 19 and is still leading the team in points, tied, obviously, like you said, with Jake Peters.
Over a point per game pace. Now, to switch gears a little bit away from some of the players, I do want to mention before it happens, we do have a face-off, like a special face-off for tonight, a ceremonial face-off, yes. The head of the Pets for Vets, I believe she said that she was a coordinator for, it's slipping my tongue, I'm not sure. Her name's Melissa, wonderful woman. I talked to her downstairs. She was able to hook us up with some information on the charity tonight. She'll be doing the ceremonial puck drop here in just a little bit. I'm assuming after they do the national anthem, after the players come out, we're going to see a ceremonial puck drop, and then play will begin probably around 8:40, I'm assuming, as we take a pause for a second. And the Colonials are getting ready to come out on the ice.
And the last thing I wanted to note is we do have the starting goalkeepers tonight. It's going to be number 30 for RMU. It's going to be Mackey. And then for the Mercyhurst Lakers, it's going to be number 33, Brady Vickers.
So Kevin Mackey versus Vickery is your goaltending battle. Vickery 1-2-1 on the season. Mackey 8-3-1. A phenomenal showing at home. Now, speaking of home, in the Clearview Ice Arena tonight, we have a packed house for the first time in a long time.
This is the first time I've been here with a full house, and it's going to be electric tonight. Not a seat open, really, and I love to see the turnout for these RMU boys. They deserve it.
Now, what that means is the mic, our live mic, which is picking up stadium noise, arena noise, and what is on the ice, is probably going to be picking up a lot more than normal. So please bear that in mind as the game is going along. Okay, so what we're going to do, going into the announcements here for the players that are starting tonight, we already have those marked down as Adamski, Smith, and Kramer, with Harbison and Draper on defense. So we are going to turn it over to the arena announcer, and we will talk to you guys in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and as Carter Hart once said, let's do that hockey. A lovely national anthem by John Tucci. We missed him last game.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Here the last couple games, we have had the RMU band here playing the national anthem for us. So it's nice to hear John Tucci back down there singing with those beautiful pipes.
Absolutely. Slight correction to the rosters that we made at the beginning. It is not Vickery in net tonight. It is Lim. Lim for the Lakers in net tonight. RMU, Mackey.
Battle of the 30s tonight in goal, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, Battle of the 30s. Jared, I'm looking at these jerseys, and we are not going to read these numbers, sir.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
The white on salmon was a interesting choice, but I did notice there are some puppies on the bottom of those jerseys, so that is kind of cool.
Yeah. Did you not see that at the
No, I did not.
Yeah, they got puppies at the bottom of the jersey down by the cuff.
It makes sense.
The crowd is hyped. We are ready to go as we have puck drop, won by the Colonials. Moving forward, they even got the Coyote out. Oh, no. Adamski walks it in with a shot that goes high. Kramer moves forward, bumped the defenseman, and it goes all the way around behind the net looking for a pass. To the left. That's Harbison. Harbison with a shot that goes behind the net. It was tipped, and it goes wide. That was Kramer who tipped it. Looking to keep it in is Draper. Draper misses the poke, and it gets out. A good play by the Lakers. Picked up and shoveled in behind Mackey. Harbison's going to go back. Chips it around to the winger, Kramer. Kramer has it. Moving up from Coriopolis, Pennsylvania. Roman Kramer moving forward into the Mercyhurst zone with speed with the shot, and a good save by Lim.
What a glove save by Lim there. He had a clear eye on the puck. There was no bodies in front there. You know, Kramer was just skating down ice, doing what he does best, putting on the wheels and trying to get a shot on goal here early.
I thought we were going to see the typical setup behind the net, let Kramer take it with some speed and burn the defense. Sent in on net, saved by Lim. It actually gets knocked wide. That's a close one, out to the point. Sent in. The Lakers go out on a breakaway. That's number 18. He fumbles it, picks it back up. A good play by number 7 for the Colonials. Moving out, Loges comes back in support. Out all the way through. Loges put on the Jets, got back in time to stop the Lakers forward who was pushing up. Reed loses control of that. Moving up, Lance Cotton, the big man. Sends it all the way in, down behind. Reed's going to pick it up with some speed. A good play by Mercyhurst to intercept and try to dump it out. Reed keeps it in. Down behind Lim to the Mobile Tire corner. A good check, and the puck goes all the way around. That gets the crowd fired up as the Lakers go behind the net. Number 18 for the Lakers. Sends it back around. Stepping up. A good play by a Colonial. Gets boxed out. But moving all the way back is going to be Cotton, who's going to pick up the puck. He's got some time, looking for a pass that's intercepted by number 19, but is going to be taken forward, and Cotton's going to play with it a bit, trying to get it between the legs. Number 15 shoots it high and wide over Mackey. Adamski chips it down. The Colonials battling along the boards, send it up. Out far side, Adamski with speed. He's looking for a pass to get it across the crease, goes a wraparound, and he goes right through the crease and out to the left side. A good play along the boards. Number 15 for Mercyhurst. Dumps it in to the left side of Mackey. Wrapped up. Kramer going with speed to the middle. Adamski far side. Adamski's going to be the one to pick this up. Looking for some support. Smith going to the center in the high slot. Kramer's going to wheel around with some room with the shot up into the rafters. What a shot by Kramer.
What a shot. Another crazy push by that first line. That first line is always coming out fast. They're always coming out looking to put pucks deep and get pucks on net there, and that's exactly what they did that whole possession.
Byrne, Malteri, and Deffibaugh out here for his first game in a while. Haven't seen Deffibaugh out. I think he only has 5 or 6 games on the season.
He does.
Malteri tries to gather the puck and loses it. The Lakers are going to grab it with some speed. A good play. Knocked down was Draper. Draper knocks him down, sending it out. In chase is Malteri. Assistant captain for the Lakers going to wrap it up. Circle to circle. And out to the far side, just along the penalty box, and the timekeeper wakes them up. captain for the Lakers, drops it back. 23, sends it to the slot. That's still loose. Number 12, up into the rafters yet again. Doesn't hit, comes back down in play. A bit of a cycle by Mercyhurst. Sends it through, a good block. Deffibaugh, good play there. Draper back, trying to get it. Loose out in front, goes all the way out of the zone. RMU gets a break. All the way down for Lim, who sends it up to 21 for the Lakers. Can he gather it? He does. Misses a couple stick checks. Sends it in on Mackey. A good paddle save, knocked wide. Off the Pepsi wall. Number 5 for the Lakers sends it in. Harbison back. Cycles it along to Kovac. Kovac gives it a little touch. Gets it all the way through. And here comes Smith. Smith gets past one but can't get past the second one. Drops it for his partner that goes up just past the glove. I don't think the goalie saw it coming. Loges sends it back in behind the net. Off the backboard and along the Chick-fil-A wall, number 18 for the Lakers picks it up. All the way down. Mackey's going to stop it for Loges. Decides to throw it over to Kovac. Kovac sends it back to Loges. Loges drops it off for Smith. Colonials going to stop for a minute, get their breath, and get the breakaway going. Or the breakout, I apologize. John Betts with a good touch. Stops the actual breakout, but is going to send it over. And here comes, oh, who is that? I couldn't catch that. I thought it was Loges, but it's not. I believe that was Albert. Jenkins now. This is the third defensive line. We haven't seen them quite yet. 5 minutes into the game, we've seen Harbison, we've seen Draper, we've seen Cotton, we've seen his partner Loges. But on the ice now, I believe, is Jenkins. And it looks like Draper's back on the ice. Colonials cycling through their defensemen rather quickly. We are 5 minutes in, and we've seen all three lines almost twice. Chipped forward. The Colonials maintaining possession. Jenkins at the point waiting for a pass. Reed sends it down behind the net. Jenkins knocks it back. Out in front, a wind-up shot by Draper from the point. Just goes past the glove. Reed holds it across to the middle with a shot that goes wide. Out in front and loose. Into the J.A. Sauer corner and goes all the way down. Draper can't chop it in front of the PNC wall. Draper has some time. They're going to settle it back in. Draper moves forward with some speed. Gets past one, loses the puck. Tries to get the second one, but it's okay. Some support by Keith Reed to pick up the puck for the Colonials. Across the Clearview Arena. Moving forward. Chips it in into the band corner, who isn't here today. Another big hit behind the play. Mercyhurst chips it up. Just gets through all of the bars above the ice. I forgot the name of it.
The support
rafters,
beams.
Support beams, sure. Mickey throws it forward. Oh, what a play by Adamski. Dumping 14 right into the boards. Looks like Mickey is rotating up to the first line now to play with Kramer and Adamski. Unless they're in the middle of a change. Harbison wheeling, sends it forward. Adamski tried to get a touch on it. And we're going to have a whistle again.
One thing you made very clear is RMU is cycling their defense like crazy right now. We've seen a whole bunch of the pairings shift up. It started off with Harbison and Draper. We saw Draper in that last shift playing with Jenkins. Harbison's out here right now with Cotton. So it looks to go back to their standard D pairings after the start.
Might have been a ceremonial start. I know Cam Smith was starting due to the fact that he was a senior. What a good hit. That was Kramer. What a good hit. Moving forward, that was Adamski. I apologize. That was Palumbo with the big hit on the wall. Harbison's going to pick it up for the Colonials after some good body play along the wall. Palumbo up with Kramer and Adamski as that goes all the way down for an icing.
Don't let Palumbo's size fool you. He may look small on the ice,
big hit,
but he can lay the wood there. He puts a big body on the Lakers forward there. And, we love to see that kind of physical play from such a small body guy who usually uses his speed and scoring ability.
And I will say, Mercyhurst is giving it right back. You saw a hip check right in front of the bench onto Adamski as that puck was redirected right in front of the net off of a shot from the point. It's still loose. Mackey tracking it. Goes all the way around. Almost put in front. And what a save by Mackey. It's still loose. It goes wide. Number 23 for the Lakers corrals it. And we have a penalty. Now, what an interesting set of play there as the puck was loose in front of Mackey, scrambling. The Colonials almost put it in their own net, but they somehow get a whistle off of a penalty or even just a stoppage in play in general.
I was just going to give credit to the RMU defense. They had kept the puck away from Mackey up until that point. Right there, a little bit frazzled. Mackey stands on his head and makes an amazing save to keep the score 0-0 with 13-17 left in the first period.
Dangerous play, leaving that puck out in the middle of Mackey. Mackey was watching it the whole time. The only time that I thought was going to be a problem is the wraparound when he was stuck on the far side. But the Colonials were able to neutralize that attempt, and now they're going to try and start their own breakout as Kramer sends it all the way down to the zone for Mercyhurst. Kramer pressuring, number 23 for Mercyhurst. Controls the puck, sends it off the bench. Loges back with Harbison. Harbison up to Kramer. Kramer going to try and get some speed here. Gets past the one. Sends it in. On net. What a good glove by Lim. Actually paying attention on that one. I thought that he might have been sleeping a bit. Kramer sends it in from the red line with a shot on net.
I'm going to be honest. No matter where Kramer is on the ice, he can put that puck on net. So Lim has to make sure he's on his toes at all times because Kramer will find that goal.
Anytime you see the number 15, it's dangerous. There's a chance there's going to be a goal. 2 points per game plus. Loges sends it in, almost smacks the ref right in the face. Back behind the net, a good hit on Multeri. Colonials battling in the corner. Oh, a good keep on the line, but it's turned over. We have a 2-on-1 forming. Mercyhurst taking their time, sending it on net. Mackey knocks it aside once and gets it again to knock it behind the net. The Lakers have it. Turns it over to Byrne. That's going to be a trip, but there's no penalty called on that one. And the Colonials moving forward. The hand was up. I did not see the far ref have his hand up. That was tripping right in front of us. Can't miss it.
Yeah. One thing I will say that we saw there was RMU turned that that advantage play there, the 3-on-2 there, they turned it to a 3-on-3 fairly quickly. We saw the forwards back-checking really fast there to make sure that Mackey had people in front of him.
We need to keep an eye on two specific players for the Colonials looking to get milestones. Draper, if he gets at a point tonight, goes up to 20. If Palumbo gets a point tonight, he goes up to 30. Looking to see maybe if that happens on this power play. Moving forward, the Colonials. Sends it behind Kramer. Kramer picks it up, sends it up to Adamski. Adamski has some time. Sends it back to Kramer. Kramer hits the speed, sends it in, into the far corner. Giving chase was Mickey. Kramer, dangling, friendly with Adamski. Cotton up at the point. Kramer, back to Cotton. Cotton has Mickey far side. Adamski out in front, takes a shot. Blocked aside as it was going 5-hole. Kramer picks up the puck along the Chick-fil-A wall. Over to Cotton. Cotton back to Kramer. Kramer walks in with a shot that goes low, tipped by a Lakers defenseman, and Mickey's going to knock it back over to Kramer along that same wall. They like to start all of their possessions off that side, mainly due to the shot placement for each of the players. More left-handed shots than right on this team, especially for their top scorers. Cotton at the point. Sends it all the way down to Kramer at the J.A. Sauer wall. Adamski at the point along with Cotton. Back to Adamski. Adamski holding, fires it in a good block by the Lakers. Kramer keeps it in. What a good play. Kramer has it in the circle. A good block by the Lakers, definitely sacrificing the body. Sauce to the far side, right into Ovechkin's office, and Mickey whiffs. Kramer along the wall. Out in front, takes a shot. Draper sitting there looking for a tip. Pushing forward was Adamski, and the Lakers are going to clear it all the way out. That was 1:30 of sustained offensive pressure on that power play. The Lakers get a much-needed change. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Cotton back for the Colonials, holding the puck. Moving forward. 10 seconds to go. Smith on the far side. Reed has it now. Reed walks in. Tries to get past one. Goes behind the net. 5 seconds to go. Still holding the puck. Looking for a pass. Sends it over and it's intercepted. And the power play is over for the Colonials. They now go to 0-1 on the power play for the day. 23 for the Lakers with a wrist shot. Goes out and wide. Dangerous play. The Lakers seem to really like throwing the puck right into the danger zone and just kind of hoping something happens. Go for that tip drill out in front as Palumbo has it, wheeling into his own zone. Turns on the brakes, spins it around, and here comes Palumbo. Out to Keith Reed. Reed chips it all the way forward. Schindler back. Schindler takes a body, turns it over. Palumbo had it, turns it over yet again. And here comes number 7 for the Lakers. Into the RMU zone with a shot from out wide. Tipped aside by Mackey. It's up in the equipment.
Mackey didn't even realize he had that in his glove there. It tipped up off of his stick and went straight to his glove. He was looking for it.
I was looking in the corner. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was in there the whole time. One thing I will say, Palumbo showing off a little bit of deep leverage there. Puts on the brakes, puts him in the spin cycle, said, let me put you in the washing machine, son.
Lakers with the face-off win. Sends it all the way in. They still have Avenged Sevenfold playing over the loudspeaker. They haven't stopped it out in front, loose. A good play by the Colonials to keep the puck out. Spinning around. Back down. That's Draper. Over to Molteri. Molteri knocks it forward, and a great play by Byrne to get it past a Laker defenseman. Goes all the way down into the corner. And that's loose. It gets all the way past 2 players. And Jenkins going to settle it down, looking for an outlet pass. And he finds one. And they're going to send it right back to Jenkins. Say, no, let's try this again. Jenkins spins it around, looking for a pass. Gets it out. Out to the center. That's Byrne. Byrne still has it, controlling the puck. Wheeling. Out in front. Tries to get it to Molteri. It's loose out in front. A good play by the Colonials' third line. Sends it in. Tipped, and that was a good save by Lim. And a whiff shot out in front still. And Lim with another great save. Heads-up play as the defenseman for the Lakers just mistimed that. Loges for RMU. Into the zone. Stick handling. Tries to use his body to get out in front and power that all the way through. And the whistle's going to come after a coverage by Lim.
You know, they talk about this being a game of inches, and RMU just was an inch away from putting that puck in the goal there. The goalkeeper had no idea it was sitting right beside him, and he almost let it in himself. So that's a little bit crazy. It's always interesting to see how quick and how crazy this game can get with one turn of an event.
Face-off won by the Lakers. Trying to send it out. Loges in defense. Number 21 for the Lakers. Sends it in. Mackey tips it. Doesn't get a stop. Fires it right back on net. They're trying for those high-danger chances. Mackey swallows that one up.
Yeah, one thing I will say about the Lakers is they like to throw it, like you said, in the crease right in front of Mackey. Try to get people and bodies down in there and get tips to make sure he doesn't get a clear look at the puck. One thing RMU does well is they keep the bodies away from the front of the crease. They keep Mackey protected. So we'll see how that turns out in the rest of the 8:06 left in the first period.
They do a good job keeping the boys out the kitchen. Lakers are trying to throw it into the kitchen, and Mackey saying, no thank you, this is my house. Number 23 for the Lakers stops it, pickpocketed. Adamski gets past the second one with some speed, and here come the Colonials. Gets past another one with a good shot on net, and a good save by Lim.
One thing I'll say about Lim, he's faced a lot of shots so far in this first period, but none of them have really phased him. He's been sturdy in there. His head is definitely in between the pipes, and he started out good in this first period.
Definitely have the speedsters on the ice with Kramer, Adamski, and Palumbo. This is no slouch of a line. This is your highest scoring line. You've got 2 of the 6 50-point scorers in the ACHA D1 on this line, and one of them has almost 30 points. If he gets one tonight, he'll have 30. Number 23 for the Lakers tries to dance all the way through like Malkin. Can't do it. A good tip by the Colonials. Have a 3-on-1 brewing. Sends it forward. That's Adamski. He's got Kramer on his left. Adamski takes the shot and a good save by Lim. Palumbo sends it down. Adamski looking for a pass. Sends it far side. Harbison winds up with the shot and a save by Lim. A good play out to Kramer now. Kramer gets past one with a tasty dangle. Gets past the second one as well. 2 toeies. Kramer goes behind the net. Just having his way with this Mercyhurst defense. Out to Harbison. Sends it in. All the way down behind Adamski. Over to Kramer yet again. Back out in front with the shot. Adamski. A good one by Palumbo that goes up on top of the net and knocked wide. Harbison. Cotton. Back down the low with the shot that goes wide. That was Kramer. Cotton goes in to play the body. Number 22 for the Lakers tried to body Cotton. Try it again, pal. Sent in on net by Kramer. Out to Harbison. Harbison, fake shot. Over to Cotton. Cotton sends it low. Back behind the net. Palumbo gets tripped up, and he's down. And we have Another penalty, but Harbison, Colonials are still maintaining the puck. Mercyhurst needs a touch. Out to Harbison. Harbison loses it. It goes all the way down to the Colonial zone, but Cotton has it. Out in the neutral zone. Colonials have time. Sends it up. Circling around is Smith. Cameron Smith. Out in front looking for an outlet pass. Gets it to Kramer. Kramer with a good stop. Tosses it to Adamski and a touch by Mercyhurst, but Adamski keeps it in. Fires it far side, out into the slot. A mistimed play looking for Kramer behind the net, and that's going to be touched by Mercyhurst. And I believe that was tripping behind the net on Palumbo, right?
It was. It looks like number 7, the assistant captain for Mercyhurst, got his stick in between Palumbo's skates. Didn't want to see him get deked and put in a washing machine like the other guy. So he said, let me just put the stick right there. You fall down. And now that gives RMU another chance on the power play. They are 0 for 1 in the first period on the power play, but they held possession in there for 1:30 on that last one. So let's see if they can turn that into an RMU goal.
CJ Natal, number 7 for the Lakers, is the one that took the tripping infraction. Colonials have another power play here in the first period. Rolling around, Reed. Reed and Harbison playing back right now. He has Cam Smith as well. Harbison pressured by number 24 of the Lakers. A good pass out to Reed. Reed tips it in. Almost on net. It is covered by Lim. And we're going to have an offensive zone faceoff.
So that was the second power play line. Mainly was out there because of the fact that for that extended period of time, while the delayed penalty was taking place, we had our first line power play guys out there. It was going to be Kramer, Adamski, Palumbo, Tyler Draper as well was out there. So now we're seeing this first power play line jump on the ice.
Fired all the way down. The Lakers. Mackey, not a slouch when it comes to controlling the puck with his goaltending equipment on. And here comes Kramer. Here's the moves that we were looking about. All the way forward. And here come the Colonials into the zone. Looking for a pass. Tries to send it to Adamski. The Lakers are going to try and fire it all the way down. Cotton with that big body stops it. Out in front with a shot. Draper looking to put it home. Mickey picks it up. Back to Cotton. Cotton holding. Sends it down. With a shot, Adamski, and he scores! What a shot! What an angle! And Adamski puts it home to put the Colonials up 1-0 on the power play.
It was not quite the impossible angle, but Adamski puts that puck in the net, and that is going to give him his 17th goal in the season for his 52nd point on the season. And that is just the production that you normally see from this RMU first power play line.
Assists from Mickey and Cotton, unofficial. I believe those are the two that had it. I think Mickey passed it up to Cotton. Cotton sent it down to Adamski. Adamski fired it top cheddar. Puts it home where Mom keeps the peanut butter. Moving forward, the Colonials trying to keep it into the net. Blake Loges has it. Chasing down, picks it up, sends it far side. Reed, what a good sauce by the RMU defenseman. Here comes Reed, moving in with some speed. A shot that gets towed wide by Mickey. Sent all the way out to the point. With a shot that goes wide. Tipped out in front. Loges. With the puck behind the net. Looking for a pass, drops it off. Out in front, Lim gonna stop, get a cover there, get an ice.
As we see, this RMU offense is still just relentless. They are not giving up, giving the Lakers defense no breaks down there. We're going to see that all night long. That's one of Coach Joseph's things that he wants to see these boys do is skate and keep the puck in the offensive zone.
Currently shots 17-10 in favor of RMU. Mackey stopping all 10. Lim stopping 16. The Lakers pick it up, trying to send it all the way out. Draper has it along the Lakers zone, right along their bench. John Betts wheeling back, Jenkins in support. All the way down. Mackey stops it. Draper picks up the puck. Loses it. Pressure by the Lakers. Palumbo sends it right back into problems. Oh, I'm sorry, that is Cam Smith. Cam Smith is the one that has the puck now. John Betts pushing. The Lakers send it out to the point. And there's going to be a trip on the Colonials. The Lakers pick up the puck, trying to wheel it. Colonials need a touch. Oh, a good shot from the high slot. RMU dumped it. They're not going to whistle on that one. It was a Colonial shot. They tried to clear it out. Thank you for the whistle on that one. That was an extra 3 or 4 seconds that the refs did not blow the whistle, but the Colonials did dump that out. Regardless, we've got a whistle, and the Colonials are going on the penalty kill.
Yes, they are, and that penalty kill unit has looked really good up until this point. I'm trying to see who we have going to the sin bin here. It's, again, hard with these jerseys.
Oh, they don't have the numbers on the side. Oh, they do. It's impossible. John Betts.
John Betts going to the sin bin for 2 minutes for tripping.
A lot of tripping calls.
Yeah, people can't get the stick off the ice and keeping it out of the skates here.
It's like me when I'm playing in Chell. 14 tripping calls in the first period. Face-off won by the Lakers. Number 16 at the point. Over to 23. Colonials in a large box format. Pressing forward the shot. Paddled wide by Mackey. Sent all the way out. Mackey. I'm sorry, that was Kramer. Adamski was pushing. They were trying for a breakout pass. We did see a short-handed goal the last time I was calling a game last Friday, just a week ago. And I believe it was Kramer with that spin move out in front by Adamski. Oh, I remember it now. A shot that goes high. It's loose, and it goes in. Off of Mackey's glove. Just didn't get enough on it. Up and over and across the goal line.
Yeah, that one's not to blame really on Mackey. It's tough because he does have a clear line of sight on it the whole way. His glove was just a little underneath of it, so it does tip up in the air. And I believe it was Harbinson who was diving into the net to try to whack it out, but it had already crossed the plane, and that is a good goal for the Mercyhurst Lakers to tie it up 1-1.
RMU setting up, and the face-off is won by the Colonials. Mickey drops it in. That moves the Lakers to 1-1 on the power play. The Colonials are 1-2 on the power play. A good hit in the corner by Mickey. Here come the Lakers. 2:25 to go in the first period. The game tied at 1 in the first period. Schindler sends it back to his D partner. That is Jenkins who sends it wide. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Albert. And here come the Lakers, sending it in behind Mackey. Loges pushing for the Colonials. Sends it behind Albert off the back of the net. What a play to create some space. Albert has it, looking for a pass, sends it out. Tipped down. That was Schindler. All the way down behind the net. Mackey waving on Loges, and here comes Loges up to Mickey. Mickey gets past one with a nice move. Sends it off the skate of Schindler. Gets it into the zone, and the Lakers need to move on out. Going north to south on to Mackey. Mackey's going to cover. And they're going to get a whistle.
So with Mercyhurst tying it up there, they do look, we did get confirmation on that goal. It was from number 21, Jake Peters, which was one of their top scorers so far. So that puts him on 16 points this season. I believe they said that was his 9th goal on the season. I'm sorry, that was his 8th goal on the season.
We have 7 written down, so that was his 8th goal on the season. Ref does a check to the others. Knocked forward, knee on knee. Draper goes down. Jenkins comes out. No penalty, must not have been knee on knee. It was against the boards, I couldn't see it. All the way down, we're going to have an ice.
We do have an icing there. It did look like a huge body contact there. I was surprised to see Draper and the other man get up so quickly. Draper's a big body himself. He's not the biggest on the team by any means, but he's definitely up there with the likes of Lance Cotton for big bodies.
And Draper, naturally a forward, believe it or not, playing back on defense, who we've seen a lot up until this point. He transitioned back to defense about midway through the season when the Colonials were having some problems on the back end with generating the puck movement coming out. Coach Joseph made the adjustment, put Draper back, one of the better forwards on the team, and it seems to be working out well. All the production coming from Adamski and Kramer for the most part, as well as Palumbo. Draper's no slouch either, 20 points in the back, or 19, I apologize, looking for his 20th. Rob Byrne, pinched along the boards, sends it out past the Colonial bench. Smith pushing forward. Lakers are going to take it, sending it all the way down. Along the backboard, we have 60 seconds to go in the first period. Jenkins picks his pocket. 23 on 23. Draper along the boards looking to send it out, has Smith. Smith tries to elevate it to Byrne. It goes up. It's loose. It falls down for Molteri, who's bodied, but Byrne's going to pick it up. Smith sends it out to Byrne. Tips it forward. Oh, he missed it. And that's going to be whistled for an ice.
So that is going to keep the RMU line on. You're looking at Jenkins. You're looking at Draper, who are trying to get off the ice. But
Draper looks gassed.
But because of that, they have to stay on for another at least 34 seconds, or unless they can get control of the puck and get it deep here. Let's see how that turns out. One thing I'd like to mention is Cam Smith has looked really good. It was nice to see him get the start because of him being a senior on that first line.
Face-off won by the Colonials. Big win. Draper picks it up, tips it, sends it far side. Wow, it gets past all two players. Smith has it with a shot. He shoots and scores. Far corner, puts it home, rattles the top of the cage.
What did I say? Cameron Smith gets that stretch pass there from the D-man and just takes a shot at number 30, Jake Lim there, and absolutely buries it blocker side. I don't know that Lynn had a clear line of sight on that, but Cameron Smith just destroyed that puck.
What an absolute rip from above the left circle. Just put it top cheddar, right above the blocker. What a great play by Cam Smith. What a great pass as well, coast to coast from each side, from the Colonial bench to the penalty box. And Cameron Smith walks it in, sends it top cheddar, and puts it home. What a play. The Colonials, with a goal in the final 30 seconds of this period, we're down to 5 seconds to go, and Adamski has it knocking it forward, and that is probably going to end the period, but it was a hand pass, and it gets knocked back, so we're going to have one more face-off, one more chance for the Colonials, but this has got to be deflating for the Lakers.
That has to be huge for them to not go into the intermission with a tie. That's just ridiculous. We talk about that pass from Jeremy Jenkins from the box all the way up to Cameron Smith.
Absolutely insane. And we were talking how gassed those defensemen were, and they were able to fight through that and get that pass going from the Falcone Moon wall right in front of the RMU bench all the way over to the other side in front of the penalty box for Cameron Smith to take a couple of steps and just fire it into the top corner of the net. And you have to think, as the Colonials, you are so excited to get that goal.
Oh, yeah, it's huge for you. On a charity night, you're looking to go up into the first intermission with a lead, 2-1. When we look back at 15:09, Adamski scores on the power play from the assist of Lance Cotton and Tyler Draper. They then go on the penalty kill because of a John Betts tripping penalty at 16:43, and Mercyhurst scores. Jake Peters, that leading goal scorer the leading point scorer now for Mercyhurst, from the assist of number 16, Dodge. And then RMU quickly answers back with like 35 seconds left in the period. Cam Smith buries it almost from the blue line. That is a crazy shot. How Lim didn't get a pad on it, I don't know. But that came from Jeremy Jenkins on that assist. Like you said, he had that, not much gas left in his tank, but had enough to get that stretch pass across ice to Cameron Smith for the goal.
Running on fumes, but you know what? That's the competitors that we have on this team. They're going to keep fighting even if they're gassed at the end of a shift. It doesn't matter. Coach Joseph says we go to the buzzer. They went to the buzzer. RMU goes up 2-1 at the end of the first period. Going into the second period, you have to think, if you're the Lakers, you got to feel pretty good for the majority of that period up until the final 45 seconds.
Yeah, you do. I like to hit on a couple of things. I think Mercyhurst needs to play fast and play smart. They were doing it. They did take a bad penalty early, which gave up a goal. I think they need to, keep the lanes clear in front of the keeper. One thing that RMU likes to do, they like to send, especially on the power play, people like Harbinson down in front of that goalkeeper to get a screen. And that's one thing that they need to do, is to keep bodies out in front, away from the keeper, because it's going to be the detriment to them if they don't.
Absolutely, and we will, on that note, transition into the intermission for the end of the first period, going into the second period on Pets for Vets night. CJ Buckeye, Jared Stevens down here at the Clearview Ice Arena. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for some more ACHA D1 Club Hockey with your RMU Colonials versus the Mercyhurst Lakers. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back. We still have about a minute 50 to go here in intermission, but I wanted to bring it back a little early just to mention a couple of things. One of them, we realized that our Ethernet cable was unplugged for God knows how long. So hopefully there wasn't any issues at all in the chat. Hopefully you guys didn't have any latency problems. Honestly, let us know if you noticed a difference. Like, let us know if it was a little laggy or anything like that, because if we can run this off Wi-Fi, that's huge.
Yeah, definitely huge. And just wanted to throw it back again. This is RMU's charity night, so we will see when RMU comes out. They're rocking these salmon and white jerseys with some Animal Friends little dogs on the bottom. As we kick it back, we want to make sure you guys know that this charity that they are sponsoring here is a partnership with Animal Friends, and the website you can visit to donate is thinkingoutsidethecage.org. When you get to that page, you will see a big orange donate button in the top right-hand corner. Feel free, if you have the wealth in your pockets, to donate to this charity. It's a wonderful thing. While we were out at intermission, I got to see a couple of the puppos here, a couple of therapy dogs, a beautiful brindle Great Dane named Lola, as well as a few others.
We noticed in chat a lot of talk about Jake Peters, so if there's a lot of Mercyhurst fans in the chat, we want to welcome you to the RMU Rec Sports Twitch page, where we stream a lot of our club sports. So if Mercyhurst is playing against RMU, more than likely you'll see the stream here if it's one of the games that we're streaming. If it's hockey, it's almost a guarantee that we'll be here.
Yeah. And Jake Peters did have a good period there. He had a couple shots on goal, actually buried one against Kevin Mackey, who just missed it with his glove. So I agree with you. Jake Peters played very well, and let's hope that he can continue to do that for this Mercyhurst team who
We
needs a
also have to talk about their goaltender, Lim. I mean, he played phenomenal. Under siege all game, only let up the two dirtiest of snipes, if we're being honest. Cameron Smith, shades of Alexander Ovechkin from the top of the circle, buries it top left corner for the second goal. And the first goal, down in the paint, Justin Adamski whips it around, sends it up top. Again, top shelf. Difficult saves to make. Lim making all of the other ones, apart from the few where he might not have the best chance. We start off the second period here, 15 seconds in already. The Colonials battling in their own zone. The Lakers pushing forward, trying to even up the score. I did walk past the Mercyhurst locker room on my typical intermission walk, and very lively, the locker room. We'll leave it there, eh?
Yeah, they definitely want to come back out here with a little bit of grit and power here, so let's see if they can do that.
Lakers turn the puck over. The Colonials trying to spin it around. Knocked forward, a good play, and here come the Colonials with the shot. A good save by Lim, loose out in front. Palumbo almost had it, still loose. Kramer with the initial shot, gets the third shot on that chance, and a good save by Lim.
Palumbo wishing he could have that one back. My man, I have a class with Palumbo, and he wants to bury that every time. We talked about it. He knows that when he misses stuff like that, it really shakes him up. So I know he had his head in the curtains there, wanting to put that puck in on an open net off the rebound.
Face-off one, Schindler for the Colonials, sends it over. Defense partner, I believe that's Jenkins, sends it in, off the backboard. Out to Cotton. Cotton fires it home. Lim there. Schindler picks it up. Schindler out to the D. Harbison can't hold it, sends it all the way back in. Delayed offsides. The Lakers have some time. Time has run out as Reed pushes forward. A good play by Schindler. The Colonials have it in the zone. Here comes Reed looking for the chip pass over to the far side. Knocked in. Mickey still pushing. A good play. Goes all the way around. Harbison with the puck in the double tree corner. The referee fearing for his life. It's loose out in front. A good save by Lim. The referee wanted to jump into the glass. Terrified he was about to get his stick up high.
So last week we talked, and when we were here last week, it was me and Caden on the call. We talked about production from the bottom three lines, those forward lines for RMU. And that's what we're starting to see in this playoff push, is these bottom three lines are starting to put pucks deep and get shots on goal.
Molteri tries to knock that down on net, and it goes wide. Molteri pushing. The Lakers in support. Molteri loses the puck. Number 15 for the Lakers with a fancy move gets past. Sends it to the far side. Number 19, Aiden Chan, moves forward for the Lakers and sends it all the way down to number 15, who I don't have on my roster. I have no idea who number 15 is.
Yeah, we noticed that early. We don't have number 15 on the roster. Didn't catch a name on him, so.
There was a big mess up earlier with the official rosters that were released in the pamphlet as we have a offsides call, so it's a good time to talk about it. There was a roster that was produced for our we get pamphlets at the beginning of the game. There's the rosters of each player, talks about who they're playing tonight, and the Mercyhurst roster is the one from 4 years ago.
Yes.
I don't know what happened. So we're using the ACHA roster, and I will say, obviously everything's official. The ACHA has the right rosters. The refs have the right rosters. For some reason, we just printed the wrong ones.
Yeah.
So I don't have all of the numbers and names for the Mercyhurst players, so I do apologize. I wish I could shout out everyone, but there's like 75 teams in this conference. I can't get all of them.
Definitely.
Sends all the way around. Go ahead.
Definitely hard to get everybody squared away here. So
even the team we see here every time.
Yeah.
It took me 3 or 4 games to get all the Colonials down by name, and even then I still struggle on some of the numbers I don't see often. Like number 6, for instance, Milan Defiba. I've seen him twice.
Yep.
Every time I see the number 6, though, it goes, oh, it's Defiba.
Yep.
Got it.
Cannot forget a name like Milan Defiba.
No
who's
shot.
a big body on the ice, too. I also have a class with him, and he towers over me. I'm a short midget man, so it's a little crazy to see some of these hockey players, how big and bodied they are. Like Lance Cotton is massive.
I am going to call you out on what you said earlier about number 23 for Mercyhurst. Corey Skoll, you said pack the can.
I did.
Skoll puts it home.
I did.
The Colonials win the faceoff in their own zone, trying to get it out. Harbison pushing, as well as I believe that is Draper? It is. Draper sends it all the way down into the corner. Byrne pushing. I'll tell you what, a lot of small bodies on RMU, they throw their weight around. They don't play games. Draper sends it out. Smith is there. Smith tips it forward. The Lakers pick up the puck, and some more shenanigans going on at center ice. Or I'm sorry, in the center in front of the penalty box.
Yeah, definitely some small bodies here. We were talking about Gio Palumbo earlier, laying a big hit. He's 5'9", 185. That's crazy to me that he could lay the wood the way he does and still be that small.
We have to remember the skates add 3 or 4 inches.
Correct,
so
yeah.
that 5'9" is really like 6 foot, 6'1".
Yeah.
But when you have someone that's like Lance Cotton, who's like 6'3", it starts to look like Zdeno Chara off skates.
Yeah.
It's a little concerning. Tipped forward, that's Kramer. I'm sorry, that's Multeri. Multeri on late on the shift. Adamski pushing forward. Multeri spins around behind the net. Number 7 for the Lakers picks up the puck and sends it. Multeri drives him into the boards. A good play by the Colonials to keep it in, but the Lakers knock it out. And here comes number 15 for the Lakers. Mercyhurst comes into the RMU zone. Spinning around, jumps it off to number 19. Byrne goes for the hit and the shot. Loose out in front, and they score. Number 7, CJ Natal for the Mercyhurst Lakers ties it up at 2.
Just tough sledding there for the RMU defense. They get the puck clear on the first one, but that rebound shot there, Mackey cannot lay out to make that second save. He tries with all his might, diving around, but cannot get the save down there. So that is going to tie the game 2-2, 15:53 left in the second period. And Mercyhurst coach, he put some wise words into his boys. Like you said, they were really lively in the locker room. So that talk must have worked for them.
As they push forward, looking to build on the momentum, number 12 sends it in. Number 12 pushing again. That is Jerome Oliver for Mercyhurst. Palumbo on for RMU. Knocks it wide, and he's actually going to get the puck. Throws it all the way out. Adamski in chase. Jerome Oliver pushing on Lim. Adamski pressing hard. Snows the goalie a bit, and the Lakers are going to take exception to that.
Yeah, of course. You never want to see somebody get snowed, especially when it comes down to, just the goalkeeper having a presence in front of them. Most of the time, you're going to see the defenseman take exception.
So hey, Mickey's on the loudspeaker. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the background noise, but I just want to point out that the Colonials are all pointing to Nathan Mickey on the bench and singing to him. So spirits are still high, even though the game's tied, trying to keep the tensions low so that they can focus on the hockey. Here come the Lakers into the zone with the shot. Goes high and wide over Mackey. Goes all the way around, and the Colonials are going to dump it over both players all the way down. That might be an icing. And it is. Kramer was pushing hard, trying to get back there. A good dump, though, by Albert that needed to happen. Natali's second of the season.
And Aiden Chan and Patrick T on the
Tierney.
Sorry, I misheard that one. On the assists for Mercyhurst. That is a wild thing to hear. That's his second goal of the season.
Second goal of the season. Well, remember, this is only their 16th game.
Fair.
Face-off won by the Lakers in the zone. A good keep by number 16 for the Lakers. A great play. That's Colin Dodge, keeping the puck on the line. And here comes Adamski for the Colonials as they finally clawed away. Adamski with a shot low. Lim wasn't sure where that was.
Yeah, Lim had no clue. It was definitely in his pads, though. He just kind of sits there to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere near the line to play there. This RMU team, they're not taking lightly to the fact that they're tied 2-2 with a team who only has 2 wins on the season right now. They're skating fast. They're skating wild. They want to put more shots on goal.
Schindler and Reed alongside Mickey, the second line for the Colonials out here today. Out in front, number 23 for the Lakers tries to toe drag around the defenseman. Mackey takes a knee to the head. Looks like it just grazed over the helmet. He looks to be okay. Didn't fall down or anything, but the net is off its moorings, so we have a whistle.
Definitely don't like to see the goalie taking a little bit of a shot like that. Glad to see he's not shaken up, didn't stay down on the ice at all. Pops right back up, gets his helmet back on, gets ready to make another save here.
Completely unintentional, by the way.
Yeah.
Completely unintentional. The Mercyhurst player tried to get past him and just happened to graze his helmet. No big deal there. Colonials weren't upset. Mackey's okay, so everything's okay. Colonials win the face-off, trying to get out of their own zone here. Down behind the net, the Colonials get to work. Mickey kicks it out into the neutral zone off the Mercyhurst bench, and they send it right back in onto Mackey. A good dump by number 7, CJ Natal, the goal scorer from earlier. Here come the Colonials. And it is Tyler Draper into the offensive zone. Back to Reed. Reed with a shot and a good save by Lim. Loose, no whistle. Mickey giving a poke, and the Mercyhurst Lakers are going to take exception to that. Mickey throwing some hands, and the Lakers sending them right back.
Where's the Hey Mickey song right now when you need it? Mickey goes down into the dirty spot in front of the crease at Lim, and then gets a little bit shovey with a couple of the Mercyhurst guys down there who are just down there to protect their keeper. Definitely love to see the aggressive play here from RMU, trying to drive pucks deep, trying to skate fast and loose. We love to see that from them. They need to do that all period long.
Lance Cotton and Tyler Draper on defense. Face-off won by the Lakers, and they tip it all the way out. Harbison's going to pick it up. They're going to skate it back into his zone, tries to send it along to Multeri. Multeri's going to lose it, and here comes number 12 for the Lakers. Lakers with a shot and a good glove save by Mackey. The shot came from Jerome Oliver, who sent it on net, and it looks like number 24, Patrick Tierney, the assist man from earlier with the point on the night, gets knocked down in front of Mackey.
Yeah, Patrick Tierney with a beautiful little assist. Again, backing up CJ Natal's goal there. He ends up on his can down in front of Mackey. Somebody gave him a little bit of a shove.
I'm going to say Chris Tierney at some point. It's just going to happen. A good shot on Mackey. Mackey saw it the whole way. That was Jerome Oliver from defense. The point shot from where Cameron Smith sniped the opposing goalie Lim just not too long ago. But a good glove by Mackey.
You know, you said you're going to probably say Chris Tierney. The whole time when I heard the assist coming from Patrick Tierney of this Mercyhurst team, I was thinking Chris Tierney the whole time.
What a shot that goes high and wide. Still loose out in front. The Colonials maintaining possession. Multeri loses it. Byrne knocks it forward. Multeri's going to get it out of the zone and clear it all the way down. Lance Cotton's going to pick it up behind the net. Dangerous play that just happened there. The Lakers are definitely pressing hard. They are not sitting back. They are going for that third goal, trying to get the lead on the Colonials. They haven't held a lead yet in the game, and they definitely want one here with 13-12 left in the second period to hopefully hold all the way to the end. The Colonials are looking to do the exact same thing, but vice versa. Draper back for defense, over to Cotton, still on the ice. Cotton fires it all the way down to Byrne, and it looks like pushing forward Multeri. Multeri goes for it, almost runs into Lim. Good control not to run into the goaltender. Trying to keep it in. The Colonials almost did. Tipped forward by number 22, Riley Vertosnik for the Lakers. Moves forward with the shot, a save, still loose out in front. Dangerous in the crease, cleared out of the kitchen by Mackey. Pushing forward, here come the Colonials with Kramer out in front, tries to send it over top. Can't, goes behind the back of the net. Has Loges, sends it far side with the shot. A Golden Glove save by Lim. Sent all the way out to the point with another shot that goes high and wide. Adamski chopping at it, trying to get it out in front, and the Lakers need to clear it. Here come the Lakers. Into the zone, number 21. Behind the net, tries to give it out in front with a little backhand, forehand, top cheddar, can't do it. Colonials moving forward. Adamski tied up a bit with a good kick. Good job keeping the puck. Into the corner, drops it off. The Colonials pressing. Kramer's going far side. Off of Kramer's stick, off the bench. Jenkins trying to support. Kramer intercepts it out to Palumbo, who gets run into by number 7 for the Lakers, who chips it in. Spinning around, Kramer over to Draper. That's Albert, I apologize. Albert has it. Buried down, no call. Albert is being sat upon, and the Colonials are clearing it out. On net, long shot. That was Kramer from the point. Not even in the point, in the neutral zone.
Yeah, like you said, number 18, Albert was getting buried by number 5, Matt Hill, down in the corner down there. No call, which is kind of a crazy thing to see, but, you know, the refs are just out here letting the boys play, which is what you like to see in a 2-2 tied game with 11:24 left in the second period.
Face-off won by the Lakers behind their own net. Almost smacks the goalie right in the hip. And here comes Hill. Moving forward for the Lakers. Tries to get it around the defenseman. Jeremy Jenkins loses the puck out in front. Dangerous play. Out to the point. Still maintaining possession as the Lakers. Spin shot. Tries to get it past Jenkins. That is Schindler. Schindler has the puck going behind the net. Schindler moves forward. Breakout pass. Long play. Down with the shot that goes just wide. I didn't catch the number. He loses it. That was Mickey. Lost the wheel. Blew a tire. Falls into the boards. Unfortunate, had the breakaway, and Mickey couldn't bury it. Lakers moving forward. Colonials were off. Draper gets back on side, and here come the Lakers. Fires on net. Mackey with a blocker. Draper turns the puck over. The Lakers trying to keep it in. Goes all the way down behind Mackey, who stops it with the paddle. Over along the wall. Mickey sends it back in behind to Draper. Draper chips it out. Here comes Reed, dancing forward, tries to get the pass to Schindler. Schindler knocks it forward with the sauce. Doesn't get enough on it. Tried to go behind to Draper. Wasn't paying attention. Lost the play. Cotton back for the Colonials. A good play by Jenkins, loose out in front. Here come the Colonials. Another try to break out. Molteri doesn't get to it. Does get to it to stop the ice. Molteri tries to get to the puck, gets bodied off of it, out to the point. Lots of time, walks in, doesn't set up the shot. Byrne sends it back. Back underneath, Molteri tied up by the Laker defenseman. Molteri tries to chip it back behind Byrne. Byrne with the stick. Lakers have it. Trying to get it past Cotton. Hard to get it past that big body. Byrne gets back. Lim stops, sets it up. Lakers breakout. Past Cotton all the way down behind Mackey, and we're going to have an ice. Harbison going to touch up.
You know, one thing I have to be impressed by is your casting ability, because the whole Mickey Mackey ticky-tacky bull crap we got going here, man, I get lost sometimes. Obviously, Mickey going to be the forward number 2, where Mackey is the goaltender number 30, but it still confuses me every time.
I can't even read the numbers either. I'm just like... The only reason I knew it was Mickey is because he turned around right in front of me.
Yep.
The thing that I'm getting confused with is Albert, Jenkins, and Schindler, because they all start with the 2, and I can't read the second number.
Yep.
So I'm giving it a go. I already yelled at Coach Joseph about it. Are we going to see a penalty here? Hand pass?
The ref does have his hand up, so let's see what that was.
He said hand pass. I read the lips. Hand pass. But to be honest, it almost hit the Zebra Henry. Almost hit him right in the head.
Yeah. We have to commend the Stripes out there for the due diligence they do. They take pucks at them and bodies. It's always nice to see them. So we're going to see a face-off here. Palumbo and number 21 from Mercyhurst.
Palumbo sets up for the face-off, won by the Lakers. Back behind Lim. First line for the Colonials out. Adamski plays the body. Number 23 for the Lakers sends it all the way out. Albert back for RMU. Robert Morris stages their breakout. A good tip in by Adamski all the way down behind Lim yet again. Number 16, Colin Dodge for the Lakers, sends it all the way out. Loges tries to fire it back in. stopped by the Lakers. Sent out number 10, Colin Brown. Gets a dangle past Albert, intercepted by Adamski. Adamski chips it forward. That's Palumbo. Oh, that's Kramer. Kramer with the toe drag shot. Logo sniped Lim. He had Palumbo far side. Could have had it. And number 23, Corey Skoll, taking exception to Palumbo standing in front of the net.
He's ready to pack a can, boys. He wants to make sure that nobody's in front of his keeper there. I will say the chat made a really good point. You can't forget about number 25, Nathan Isaac, as well on our team. Those twos might really get you.
Oh, no. Oh, I forgot all about Isaac. Oh, I forgot he was on the... Oh, no. That's another defenseman, too. I'm going to get them all confused. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really hard to read these white numbers on the salmon and white jerseys. I'll be honest. I'm giving it a good go.
You're doing better than what I thought you were going to do. It is a really hard number to see.
It's a headshot on Byrne, but Byrne's going to walk in. I feel like Byrne's been on this entire period. Byrne with a good body getting it through. Kovac loose out in front. Kovac with the poke. Set all the way out, hit Byrne right in the chest. Byrne does keep it in, but it's intercepted by number 10 for Mercyhurst. Colonials trying to gather possession right on their line as it goes in. A good tip there by Draper. And that's going to be picked up. Here come the Colonials. Robert Morris with speed, moving on in. A good body and a knockdown on Reed. Multeri was there. It goes all the way out. Lance Cotton gives it to Draper. Draper sends it out. Reed tries to send it in. Gets it all the way down past the defenseman. Schindler pushing for the Colonials. Hits the body. Loops back around. Tries to get the puck. Reed almost toe dragged that one. Lost control. Here come the Lakers. Out across the neutral zone. Number 24 sends it in. Cotton with the poke. Harbison sends it back and around. Mickey's over there. Mickey trying to get there. Gets the stick on it as the player was just getting on and he goes down. No call from the ref. No hold. Clean play. Schindler down. Harbison controls it. Tries to send it back in. Along the Pepsi wall. Picked up. Here comes Schindler out in front. Down low to Mickey. Mickey holding back to Schindler. He shoots and scores. Does he get it? No call from the ref. They're blowing the horn. I didn't see the ref's hand.
I haven't seen the referee call that a good goal yet.
I have not seen the ref's hand.
But as it stands,
it doesn't look in.
It does not. It looks like the defender, number 12, that is going to be Jerome Oliver, who makes a diving effort behind his keeper.
Are they giving the goal? I didn't see a hand.
We have not got
They're discussing it. If that's a goal, it was down low. It was Schindler on a pass across.
From Mickey.
No goal. Waving it off. And you know what? I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call. I think Oliver fell on the puck before it had a chance to go in. It wasn't covered by the hand. I think that's a good call by the refs.
And we're going to see Adamski try to have a conversation with the ref here, but it's going to be no point here. I think you have to highlight that play by Jerome Oliver to be able to make sure to get into the goal crease there to prevent that goal. His keeper was beat. His keeper was playing Mickey on this close side to us here, and Mickey had the withal to hold that puck and send it across crease to Schindler. Schindler had a beautiful attempt, but Oliver made a better save.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to note that and ask Coach Joseph about it in the post-game interview. He's definitely having some words with the referee, Adamski having some words as well, and you have to think that's going to be something that the Colonials might look at if this ends up being a close game. But to be honest, I got to side with the Zebras on this one. From the view that we have, it didn't look like it went in.
No, it did not.
Scoreboard is down for the moment. That's going to be waved offside. Scoreboard's flashing on and off. We'll try to keep an eye on that. Lakers, number 12, that's Oliver. Goalkeeper number 2, we'll call him for now. Colonials send it in. Knocked wide by Lim. Back behind the net. Oliver sends it out. Lakers chip it forward. Number 21 walks in with a shot that's blocked by Mackey. Tipped wide. Covered, and Mackey's going to get the whistle.
So we're looking at 6:16 left in the second period. Obviously, our score clock on the Twitch stream
Let's
is going to
see
be...
if they fix it, because our score clock might be more accurate as of right now.
Correct.
Than the scoreboard that we have currently. 6:16 on our board. I don't know if they're going to care.
It does look like
it looks like they fixed it.
Yeah,
6:13.
it does fix itself there. So we're going to see a face-off in the RMU defensive zone here.
When I said I don't think that they'll care, I meant like if we went down and told them that it was 6:16.
Correct.
I don't think they'd care that we said that. Obviously, they care to get the time right, because you don't want this to be ending up being disqualified at the end of this or thrown out for whatever reason. But the Colonials win the face-off and leave their own zone. Walking forward, Kramer is going to try and spin that around. That is offsides, but good play on Kramer not to touch that over the line. Tipped forward. Here come the Colonials. Waved off. Palumbo gets just onside. Draper's going to miss that one. This could be dangerous for the Colonials as they all push back. The Lakers with the shot. Blocked, it goes wide, and they score. Number 23, that is Corey Skoll. Walked in, had a 2-on-1 break. Got the first shot on net. Mackey made the save. Got the rebound chance just over the pad and gets past Mackey to make this 3-2.
You know, you hate to see it. Draper steps up there. He's looking to make a play on the puck, and he just leaves his other defense partner there high and dry on the back end. That becomes a 2v1, and those are never good odds. Mackey did all he could to make the first save, but the rebound leaks out, and it's 3-2.
You got to wonder if Oliver didn't get on that puck. Is it 3-2 right now?
No, I think it's 3-3 and maybe even 4-2 at this point. RMU has to look to bounce back here, though, because the score is 3-2. Not in their favor.
Blown offside as Cam Smith puts it on net, gets it behind the keeper, and Lim is not too happy. He's eyeing him down. That's definitely not something that they like to see after the whistle.
It is not, but Cam Smith wants to make sure that Lim understands he's in his wheelhouse right now. He's already put one in behind him. Let's see if he can make another one.
Harbison sends it down behind the net. Cam Smith pushing. A good hit on number 7. Cam Smith is on one today. Out come the Lakers. Oh, they turn it over. Harbison from the point winds up with a shot. Kovac tries to get it back on net. Tight angle shot. Kovac gets a stick on it, knocks it out into the slot. But here come the Lakers getting it all the way out. Set just wide by Hill. Mackey's going to cover that one. And we're going to have another whistle. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second period.
You know, what I want to see here from RMU that I don't think they've been able to do very well up until this point this game is to keep a defensive presence in front of Mackey. Mackey's been scrambling all day long, and this is something that RMU's good with normally, is keeping their defenders in front of Mackey to block shots. They have not done so tonight very well.
I have to say, I have not been impressed today with Mackey's rebound control. I think it's been a little sloppy. But, you know, you also have to have the defense to help clean up those rebounds. And like you had mentioned, they're not really out in front of the net. They're kind of not clearing the kitchen sometimes. They have other times, but they haven't been consistent back there. And with Draper on that pinch leading to the goal for the Lakers, you got to think, if Draper doesn't step up, do they stop that from going in? I think they might. But mistakes happen. It's a fast game. You can't expect everyone to make the right decision every time. A big hit in the corner. The Colonials pick up the puck, trying to get it out in front. Continues. What a good body. Out to Schindler. It's loose out in front. Not covered. Sends it back. It's Albert with another shot. A good block by Mercyhurst. Albert again. Over to Schindler. Schindler across. Winds up with a shot. Saved by Lim. Schindler's going to try and control it. Out to Albert. Albert sends it on net. Tipped wide by number 15. Colonials with some good pressure here in the final 5 minutes of this game. Or in the second period. My apologies. Final 5 minutes in the second period. Albert sends it out to Schindler. Schindler walks in. Drops it back to Albert. Sends it on net. Tipped. Almost went in. Adamski with a nice tip on net. And Lim in position stops that puck from going in. That very well could have been 3-3.
It really could. I don't know if this is hockey we're watching or Madden. It looks like we have a lot of crossing routes in front of the goalkeeper. Adamski gets his stick on it, but cannot beat the keeper. Lim stands tall.
Yeah, that's some garbage that Johnny would pull on me, running slants and stuff with Christian McCaffrey. He's a real cheeser whenever he plays Madden. Don't be playing with him. Face-off one. by Palumbo out in front. Dangerous out, still loose. What a shot by Adamski. Kramer picks it up. Back around, keeps it in. Good play, down to Palumbo. Palumbo knocks it off a player, goes all the way out. The Lakers in chase. That's Corey Skoll, the goal scorer, picking up the puck. Draper plays body, Palumbo plays puck. Skoll has it, out to 21, that's Peters. Peters chops it back in. For Tosnick, for the Lakers, in chase, picked up by the Colonials. Sends it all the way down through to the neutral zone. And here come the Colonials, drop pass. Adamski, Palumbo, Kramer, loose and knocked off the net. Lim knocks the netting off, and the Colonials calling goal because they think it might be intentional.
Yeah, you see Palumbo there. He wants the call for a good goal. This top line is just absolutely filthy, and that's what causes the net to come off the morning there. Lim is sprawling for his life because Palumbo, Kramer, and Adamski pull out the nastiest moves that I've seen so far this season in the ACHA.
They just have the patience. They have the patience. They've got the chemistry. They know exactly where each player is going to be. It looks just like Rust Crosby and Genso out there. They know exactly where each player is going to be. They can put it there without even looking. We saw Kramer getting the puck at the blue line, no-look spin pass, hits Adamski in speed, and that's what set the entire play up. That there is just chemistry from playing together all year, putting up 50 points, 100 between the two of them, more than 100. That line has over 130 points this season.
It's crazy to think. I don't think there's another line in the ACHA right now that's putting up that many points.
Face-off won by the Colonials. Back around. Keith Reed. Here comes Draper. Back to Reed. Reed sends it down into the corner. Schindler picks it up for the Colonials. Behind Lim. Hits the brakes. Turns around. Tries to get the play going the other way. Tied up on the boards. Mickey goes in to try and get it. And the Lakers are going to make some space. Firing it out is Jake Kazan. And a good keep by the Colonials is turned over. And here comes number 23 yet again. That is Corey Skoll, who sends it on net. Knocked wide. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Draper tries to send it up, tied up, and Jenkins is going to retreat and pick it up. Sends it back to Draper. Draper sends it far side. Here come the Colonials moving forward. Schindler has it along the wing, sends it forward. A good tip by Mickey. Tries to get it in. Spinaroonie and puts it home. Mickey makes it 3-3. Excitement has overtaken the Clearview Ice Arena.
That is a huge goal from Nathan Mickey. This is another goal from him, and we love to see it. He doesn't give up on the play there, and that's exactly what Coach Joseph and I wanted from this RMU team, is the second, third, and fourth line guys producing when we don't get that much production from the first line. Not to say that they haven't played well, but the stats haven't been on the sheet yet.
Mickey going behind the net, burying it on the backhand. For a man that hasn't played many games so far, I think he's nearing his 10-point mark. Nathan Mickey with, I think they said, his 10th goal of the season. Oh, his fifth goal of the season. That's going to be an icing. I don't know about that one, Chief. But regardless, RMU is going to have an offensive zone faceoff with 90 seconds here to go in the second period.
And that is Mickey's 5th of the season, assisted by Schindler. Who else but Schindler? He was putting up a lot of points in their last home game when we cast it here at the Island. That line has been productive, and we love to see that going into a playoff push.
Played out and wide. That was number 9, Zach Butchman. Zach Butchman for the Lakers plays it out. We're going to have yet another whistle in the zone.
We've seen a lot of action throughout this game here. 3 goals for each team, 6 goals in total, and there's still 1:26 left in the second period, and we still have a whole nother period to play.
Face-off won by the Colonials, fired on net. Hitting traffic, Palumbo sends it out. Another shot from Adamski, tipped in, and he shoots and scores! It's Roman Kramer!
Who else but Kramer, baby? He puts another tally on the board. That gives him, I believe, his 56th point on the season. Absolutely amazing. That first line had to prove me wrong. They heard me talking up here saying nobody had put points on the board from that first line. No, Roman Kramer proves me right wrong and shuts me right up.
Colonials lining up. Minute 19 to go here in the second period. Colonials getting some momentum. Can they put in another one before period's out? Tipped forward. Palumbo looking to play it. Lakers send it in behind the net. RMU looks like a different team now. They're playing with some momentum. They have some energy. Definitely looking a little different now that they have those 2 goals in net. Gio Palumbo with an assist. That's his 30th point of the season. Gio Palumbo putting up yet another assist. He is now 15 and 15 in 25 games played. A great season by the freshman.
That is a huge idea for him to have 15 and 15 coming on that first line production with Kramer and with Adamski.
Ever since moving him to the first line, he has been extremely productive. A good third piece to that 2-headed monster up front. Kramer with another shot, patted away by Lim. Kramer still has it. Sends it towards the front. Palumbo there pressuring. Adamski knocks it down. What a good play. The stick awareness looking like Trevor Zegras out here knocking it down to send it all the way in. Sent far and wide. Lance Cotton with a rocket from the red line. Out Schindler. Kramer tries to drop it, tied up out in front. Couldn't get anything going there. A good hit along the boards. Albert sends it in. And that's going to be the end of the second period. RMU goes into the second intermission up 4-3. What a period, Jared.
Yeah, what a period indeed. When you look back, we said it best. You know, Mercyhurst came out and their coach was not too happy with their performance they put up in the first period. They come out in the second period and they get the first tally. That's going to be CJ Natal from Patrick Tierney and Aiden Chan on the first goal in this second period. We have a short little period in between, and number 23, Cody Skoll, actually does put one on the board as well. But RMU, not done yet. They want to fight back, and they do so with a Nathan Mickey beauty from Wraparound City behind the net. And then followed up very quickly after by who else? Roman Kramer. That is his 56th point, like I said, on the season. He is a monster when it comes to putting the puck in a position for his teammates to score and for himself to score. As well as, like you had mentioned, Palumbo. That's his 30th point on the season. That is huge.
It's hard to not talk about Gio Palumbo and his ascendance into this team. I had mentioned it that he's a good addition to that first line, the 3-headed monster now that it was. I mean, when you have 2 players on that line already scoring 50-plus apiece, getting 30 on top of that, and it's not even all assists. Nope. It's not even like what Nick Backstrom and Ovechkin were doing. It is just purely 50-50 goals, assists. 15-15 for 30. Gio Palumbo looking great going into the second intermission. RMU up 4-3 going into the third period. You got to think Coach Joseph is pretty excited. The team goes into the locker room. They had a pretty rough period for the first 15 minutes. They come into the final 5, really come alive, get 2 goals to go 4-3 after they think that they got robbed by the ref, but I don't think so. I think the ref made the right call. But
I agree.
As we do the chuck-a-puck onto the ice now, I wanted to make sure that we were able to see this and we didn't cut away in too early. Again, this all of the proceeds for this go to Pets for Vets, the Animal Friends charity that is here tonight. Very nice to see, especially for a school like this. Each puck, $2 to the charity. You can buy some of them for even more, but you can also donate whatever you'd like. $2 for a puck. You could give them 5, and you're still getting away with a puck to throw on the ice. What a great event here tonight for the Colonials.
And there is a ton of pucks on the ice here. I can't even count how many, even if I wanted to. So there is definitely going to be a good amount of money going to Pets for Vets here today.
What's nice is for Chuck-a-Puck, it's like a 50-50. So whatever puck is closest to the center face-off drop, you win half the proceeds. The other half goes straight to Pets for Vets. So similar to a 50-50, but half the money still goes to charity. So we like to see that.
And I like this whole Chuck-a-Puck idea because it does give a little bit of, fan interaction here other than the 50-50 where they just draw a name out of a hat or a bowl. This gives you a chance to try to win part of that money and put the other 50 to charity here. So It was puck number 53 that was the closest there. That's a good puck to have, I guess. 53 was the number to do it. Good for the person, whoever that was, that got to throw that puck there.
Good for them and good for us that we can take a 5 or 10 minute break as we go into the intermission here. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for you in about 7 to 8 minutes here. We ate up a lot of time. I already see Johnny looking at me. I know he's not too thrilled with my Madden comment earlier.
Yeah, he's not too happy about that one.
Definitely not exactly excited with that. All I got to say, short temper out of the guy, short temper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in 7 minutes back at the Clearview Ice Arena. Back to the Clearview Ice Arena for period 3 of the ACHA D1 Club Hockey game between the Robert Morris University Colonials and the Mercyhurst University Lakers. We have about 1:15 to go here in intermission. The teams are queuing up in their respective hallways to come onto the ice. The Zebras are already here. The coaching staff from Mercyhurst is here. Jared, what are we looking for into period 3?
You know, we're looking for smart play from RMU here. We want to make sure no penalties are taken. When you have a lead going into the third at 4-3, you want to make sure that you keep playing smart here. You want to keep bodies in front of Mackey. You want to clog the lanes, block some shots here. That is one thing RMU has done well, but hasn't done well enough tonight, allowing 3 goals. This is not something you normally see from this team. When you're talking about Mercyhurst, they have to look to rebound here. They take a bad goal right at the end there from Roman Kramer, and they want to look to bounce back to get themselves back into this game. Once again, this is going to be a game between Mercyhurst, between RMU. It is a charity event here. We are doing this for the charity Animal Friends. Their website and their link is going to be thinkingoutsidethecage.org. When you get there on the home screen, you will see a donate button in the top right-hand corner. If you do feel so grateful to do so, go ahead, donate. Maybe even go out there. I don't know if you knew this, CJ, but they have an Adopt a Pets page. Go out there, take a look at all the beautiful animals out there. I took a look at some earlier, and I think I want to go adopt one now.
I don't think your roommates would appreciate that.
Probably not, but you know, it is what it is.
I don't think they would like that, to be honest, if we're being straight.
Yeah, maybe it'll have to wait until I can get my own place here.
Perhaps. Going into crunch time here in this game. Are they really playing One by Metallica?
It sounds like it, yeah.
Interesting choice, but, you know, we take those. 20 minutes to go. 40 minutes down. RMU leads the game 4-3. Pets for Vets night. We're looking for a winner. The Colonials currently lead, and the faceoff is won by the Lakers. The Lakers dump it out, and they push into the RMU zone. Fired on net, patted wide by Mackey. Kramer knocks it forward to Adamski. He has Palumbo with speed, but they turn it around, and a shot that goes high up into the netting. That was number 23, Corey Skoll, for the Lakers.
Previous goal scorer on the night, Corey Skoll there. We definitely want to see RMU's bottom lines play a little fast and loose here. You want to see them skate, keep smart play going, and keep pucks deep, getting it into the Mercyhurst zone.
19:38, just 20 seconds into the play, and there was already a whistle, but the Colonials are going to push forward as the faceoff is won by the Lakers. Behind the net, Jake Peters fighting for that puck. Goes out. Palumbo tries to get it past. It was Jenkins. He cannot. Adamski behind the net. Spins it around. Protecting the puck. Sends it back behind. Jenkins there. Pushing up is Kramer. Kramer sends it back with a good pass. Just behind, or just in front of Palumbo. That's going to go down. They're going to call an icing. Adamski, I think, would have beat him.
I think he would have, too. That was close. You have 2 speedy guys out there in Adamski and the number 12 from Mercyhurst racing down the side wall there to try to beat out that icing, but he cannot do so.
In the intermission, they were announcing all of the raffle baskets, as well as the chuck-a-puck, which we saw before cutting to intermission, as well as the 50-50. So a lot of things going on down here at the Clearview Ice Arena down on very cold and frigid Neville Island. Feels like 1 degree out there. I stepped outside and went, nope, we're going back in.
Yeah.
Much warmer in here, and we've got ice. Knocked all the way through. Palumbo pushing for the Colonials. Number 20 back. Logan Williams for the Lakers. Gets knocked all the way behind. Dodge has it. Tries to send it up to Hill. That's going to be pressed forward by Brown. Harbison back for the Colonials into the corner to knock it far side. Gathered by Keith Reed. Reed challenged, continues to carry the puck. Sends it far side. He's got Mickey streaking left. That's forward is Schindler. Schindler hits the brakes, tries to get it through. Reed still has it, looking for a pass. He has Harbison far side, gets it to Cotton. Cotton with the chip shot on net, blocked and saved by Lim. I think that was deflected out in front. A good play by Reed to try and get the puck back. It's loose just behind the left foot of Lim. A good battle between the two players. Taken by the Colonials. Back out to Reed. Thought that went back to Harbison, but Cotton's going to keep it in for the Colonials. Down to Reed. Down behind the net, Schindler has it along the close wall. Along the ad wall. The Colonials trying to get possession back, and they do. Lance Cotton is going to try and chop it back in. It's along the boards. A good play by number 10, Colin Brown, for the Lakers to play that all the way down to the Colonial zone. Schindler spins it around. Schindler doing another circle, looking for a pass, sends it over to Cotton. Cotton looking for an outlet, sends it back to Schindler. Schindler dumps it all the way across, right on the logo. Sends it down, intercepted by Smith. Smith tries to send it in, and he does. Tipped forward and knocked wide, and then sent back in by Smith. Down behind the Lakers zone. Picked up by number 7, CJ Natal, the goal scorer for the Lakers, one of the 3. And here come the Lakers pushing out. Aiden Chan tried to get it through, and it was a good poke by Albert, who now has the puck, looking to chip it up. Molteri sends it back, close to me. Here comes Loges. Blake Loges sends it in. Lim's going to stop it for his defenseman, settles it down. Picked up by the Lakers. Aiden Chan tries to clear it out. It's going to be picked up by number 21, Jake Peters. Loges grabs it for the Colonials. 3 back for the Colonials as they try to get a small change. Fires it all the way up the left side to Adamski. Adamski gets a toe on it. Gets sent back in. A good grab by Palumbo, who walks it through. Gets past 2 of them. He still has Adamski over there with the shot, and Palumbo with the blocked shot. That was Jerome Oliver with the good block. Adamski picks up the puck in the Amity Mobile Tire corner. The Lakers try to toss it forward. Kramer walks through. A good save by Lim. Palumbo behind the net. It's Adamski. Knocked out by the defenseman for the Lakers. The Colonials got to be careful grabbing the puck with the hand there. They could be deemed as traveling, carrying the puck in their hand, but thankfully they haven't been doing it yet. I will say it is getting close as Kramer pickpockets number 24 for the Lakers. Moving in, gets between the legs, out in front, just misses the net wide. Draper keeps it barely, but knocks it all the way in. Number 12, Oliver, for the Lakers has it now. Sending it all the way out, all the way down. Scholes back, out to challenge Mackey. Kramer knocks it forward. Can Schindler get there? He can't. It's okay. Goes all the way down. The Colonials have a little bit of time. 1 in chase. Jenkins tries to knock it back, but it's okay. He gets the puck right back again. Trying to send it out. Colonials move forward. That's Schindler. Schindler has it. Back around with speed. Has Jenkins at the point. Sends it out past Jenkins. Bad pass. All the way down onto Mackey. Mackey's going to stop it. Picked up by Draper. Draper spins behind Mackey. Out the right side, looking forward. Schindler tips it to Mickey. Mickey picks it up on the red line and walks it into the zone. Mickey sends it forward. A good pass. Schindler has it. Tries to get it out to Jenkins, and it's going to be intercepted by Hill. Here come the Lakers. Forward with pressure. Colin Brown drops it off to Hill. Hill down to Brown. Behind the net, Skoll is there, out in front, dangerous play, and a great save by Mackey as Matt Hill got the pass from behind the net from Corey Skoll, tried to elevate it over the pad, but just didn't get enough.
Wonderful save by Mickey there. He had it kind of easy, though. The forwards checked back for him. That was a 3-on-2 that quickly became a 3-on-3 because we saw speed from the forwards getting back to cover the man there.
5 straight minutes of play without a whistle. 14 minutes here, 14:30 to go in the third period. The Colonials pressing, and so are the Lakers. The Lakers want to tie this game. The Colonials want to go up by 1 more to give themselves more of a cushion. But you know what they say, a 2-goal lead's the most dangerous one in hockey.
It very much is.
Number 24, Patrick Tierney for the Lakers, walks through with a shot, blocked by Harbison. A good play by Smith, knocking down Tierney. Byrne picks it up for the Colonials. Byrne gets crushed. Lakers sends it back in. Cotton picks up the puck. Tons of time. Cotton taking his time, looking for it, sends it out to Smith. Smith walks it in. Smith tries to get it past two and can't. They turn it over. And here comes Skoll. Skoll walks forward, pass towards the middle, intercepted by Byrne. Byrne shovels it out over the ref who was ducking. That's going to go all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, it's a good attempt there by Byrne. He just gets a little bit too much on it, and it does go all the way down for icing, which is not good. We've seen this pairing of Harbison and Cotton. They've been out here for a while now. They would probably be gassed if you're going to ask me, but who knows? The last time we said that, we saw a goal or an assist come from the defender.
You know, I have heard many horror stories from Norman Riffner, the other color commentator who we have regularly on the D1 cast, who's actually was a player for Braden Harbison's dad. And from what he told me, the ex-Marine, Harbison's dad is, definitely did a couple of bag skates for them. So I bet Harbison is in tip-top shape, especially with his dad pushing the players of the Shaler Titans where he graduated from. So I'll tell you what, I don't think he's gassed at all.
You know what? You make a really good point there. Harbison does play a lot, so that makes sense. If he had proper conditioning training from his dad, who was an ex-Marine, he's probably in tip-top shape and could probably skate all 60 minutes out here.
Mickey with the puck, with speed, past the Lakers, shot, save, loose, and they score! Schindler on the rebound from Mickey. Lim couldn't get it, and the Colonials go up 5-3.
What a break, and we've seen this time and time again from Nathan Mickey. He gets in behind the defense. He's so slippery. I don't understand how he does it. He's like a shadow in the night. He sneaks in behind, drives towards the goal, and I give credit to Lim. He makes a beautiful save on Mickey's first shot, but he's absolutely left out to dry for Schindler's follow-up off the rebound.
In the words of Mike Lang, slap me silly Schindler, we're up 5-3. The Colonials pressing to get it in again, and here comes Reed. Reed sends it across, another shot, it goes high, and it was Schindler yet again. Mickey tries to send it out to Loges, and Loges gets walked. Here come the Lakers, looking to get one back with a shot. Hill, what a save by Mackey, still loose. The net is off the moorings, and we have a whistle, no goal.
You want to know, as much as you hate to see it, you do see the defender flying in, and that actually might be the saving grace for Mackey there. If that net's not off the moorings, that's a good goal for Mercyhurst.
It's moorings.
Moorings?
Yeah, not morning.
Oh,
morning's a time of day, Jared.
You know, it's so exciting here at the Clearview Arena. Sometimes my words get jumbled up there, CJ.
You've said it 3 times tonight, Jared. Let's figure it out.
You know what? I'm glad you corrected me on it.
It's 10:30 at night. Let's not say morning, okay?
Hey, it's past my bedtime. I have 9 a.m.s during the week.
It's 10:30 on a Saturday, Jared.
I may be 23 years of age, but I have the sleep schedule of a 90-year-old man. Let me tell you what.
We have a 90-year-old man who is also a Marine veteran running our cameras tonight. Travis Boner, thank you very much.
Pets for Vets. Travis Boner has a few pets.
He has a few pets. You are correct there.
He has 3 beautiful dogs that I got to meet recently, so it's a good night to have him here on the switcher.
Puck goes wide. 2 shots quick by the Lakers, both blocked, and they both go wide. Albert behind the net, knocks it to Reed. Reed didn't see it, but he does get a stick on it. Loose out in front. Oh, almost got the stick, but number 10 for the Lakers is going to corral this and try to send it in. Turns the puck over, and Mickey is going to try and slow some things down for a bit. Fires it in far side. What a good glove by number 20. That is Logan Williams for the Lakers. Just gloves that out of air. In the corner. Palumbo sends it far side. Mackey was there, went just far. I'm sorry, not Mackey. Look, you jinxed me. It was Kramer. Look what you've done. Loose out in front. A man goes down. The Colonials trying to get it in front of the Swickley Savings Bank wall. What a good tip. Kramer has it. fires it off the pads. POP, is that in? Some extracurricular activity, and the Colonials have scored yet again. And a little play off the pads. I didn't see anything from the ref. Let's double check.
Yeah, we're not sure, but Gio Palumbo and his family in front of us are celebrating like that's a goal. I thought it was in, but we don't have that great of an angle here, so let's wait to see what the Stripes say about that.
Lim took some exceptions for that happening in the wall, or happening in his crease, getting taken down there for a minute, but it looks like that will be a good goal. We'll see who gets credit for it. 11:48 to go in the third period. Let's see, here comes the call.
His second of the season, scored by number 18, John Betts.
John Betts with the goal. His second goal of the season, not someone that you see frequently.
Assisted by number 15,
The Colonials bench is not thrilled with this.
and number 24, Robert Byrne. Time of the ball, 8 minutes and 12
The
seconds.
Colonials bench is kind of mystified by that call. I don't think John Betts was on the ice.
16, Gio
There's the right call. Gio Palumbo with the goal. That goes 16 on 15 for the season. 16 goals, 15 assists. Gio Palumbo goes to 31 points as the scorekeeper corrects himself, initially calling it out for John Betts, but Gio Palumbo gets credit for that. Assists coming from Kramer and Byrne.
And we love to see the production again from this first line. They proved me wrong yet again. Gio Palumbo comes out and scores. I'm going to have to give him some credit in our management and theory class. I'm going to have to tell him he had a beautiful goal then.
I'd honestly ask him how it went in.
It's a good point.
I'd ask him. Byrne with the pass, down low. Colonials trying to net another one to make it 7-3. 6-3 with the 3-goal lead. Coming into this period, it was 4-3. With a 1-goal lead, the Colonials expanding out to 3 at this point. And here come the Lakers pushing forward. Oh, a dangerous hit as Draper plows number 22, Riley Vertosnik, into the boards.
What a name there, Vertosnik.
What a save on Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith went to go top cheddar yet again, right above the blocker side. He's beat him there before. And what a play by Lim to get the blocker up there to make the save.
Yeah, Cameron Smith said, I got a little taste of that Nutella that Mom keeps on the top shelf up in that corner. And he wanted some more, but a beautiful save by Lim.
Can I get someone else on color? This is ridiculous.
You know you love having me here, buddy.
This is ridiculous. Upstairs where Mom keeps the Gouda.
Little shout out to Norm with that one there.
In come the Colonials. Schindler fires it high. Harbison corrals it, sends it to Cotton, who sends it forward. Shot went low, blocked by the Lakers. A good play by Cotton, getting the stick in the way. And Harbison's going to corral it for the Colonials in their zone. Cotton sends it up. Mickey with a hit in front of the Lakers bench. Knocked all the way down. That was Reed who threw it all the way clear through. Mickey is going to get off for a change. Dangerous play. Turned around is Harbison. Harbison looking for a pass. Sends it behind to his D partner, Lance Cotton. Cotton sees Kramer, far left side. Tried to get it up to him. He has Schindler in support. Adamski in the center as well. Forward pass. Adamski tips it forward. Kramer's going to come in with speed. Looking to get the puck behind the net. Here come the Lakers. Adamski with a good play. Trying to center it out front. Palumbo got it to Adamski, and Adamski gets drilled behind the net, and they're going to have some questions about that. Lim going on top, going forward as well, getting tied up. There's a Colonial still down underneath, getting driven into the ice. The referee sitting here, and he's trying to break that up. There's a bigger fight going on. Mackey's looking on, saying, should I go for it? Are we going to see another go? Are we going to see another player go down there? I don't think so.
The Stripes have to get control down here. It is getting chippy and it is getting crazy down in the Mercyhurst end, and we don't like to see that here in ACHA hockey. So we'll hopefully see that the Stripes can get control here. I didn't quite see what happened that they took exception to, but it was Palumbo, I believe, down in that crease again, and Adamski as well. He got buried by the rest of the Mercy.
Adamski was drilled behind the net, absolutely drilled behind the net. And then 2 players jumped on top of him. Number 18 starting it back up again, and we have another scuffle taken down. And Kramer's on top of a player. Albert in the mix as well. Blake Loges on top of number 18, who we don't have on the roster.
I am shocked that the Stripes have not taken control of this yet. They have let these boys go at it. Kind of like they've let it go on throughout the game. They've let the game be chippy, and now we're starting to see it. And I'm not sure, but we haven't seen anybody get sent off yet either.
We will.
It's definitely due to come. The Stripes are going to talk about it. And as we see one go off right here.
That's Blake Loges.
Blake Loges, and number 18, I believe, for
16,
Mercy.
16. Colin Dodge. Blake Loges getting a standing ovation from the RMU fans. 2 more players for the Colonials going off.
And 1 more for Mercyhurst, maybe. No,
that is Adamski, the captain, as well as Roman Kramer. More players. Draper's on his way, too.
Draper's
talking. Number 10, Colin Brown for Mercyhurst. So you have Brown in the box. You have Dodge in the box for Mercyhurst. For the Colonials, you have Adamski, you have Kramer, and you've got Loges. Draper, the remaining captain on the ice, the assistant captain, Tyler Draper, going to talk alongside Corey Skoll as 1 more player goes to the box for Mercyhurst, number 18, who we don't have on our list. So coincidentals all around. We're going to have 3 apiece in the box, 6 total after that scuffle with under 10 minutes to go in the third.
Crazy third period. We thought we had a crazy first 2. We had nothing coming, and I do see number 10 coming out, and maybe somebody else going in there for him.
That was Colin Brown initially. I'm only seeing the 2 still in the box. I guess we will see on the official call. But to recap what just happened, as it's going to take a minute to get this all cleared up. It initially started, Adamski pressured in behind the net, got drilled by a player on the Lakers from Mercyhurst, and that kind of started the whole problem. Lim had taken exception to a problem that happened at the prior whistle. There was some things going on in the crease he didn't necessarily like, and I have a feeling it was one of the players that was on the ice, and he kind of wanted to step in there. Mackey, great restraint, not going down and starting even more of a problem.
Yeah, you definitely have to commend Mackey there. Keeps his head in.
And they're tossing Lim. Lim has been ejected from the game. The Mercyhurst Lakers have lost their starting goalie.
So you're going to see number 33 warming up here, who we thought was going to be the starting goalkeeper at the beginning of the game here. And so he's going to come in relief because Lim has been ejected for his part in that little scuffle down in the crease.
I mean, he really escalated the problem. Let's step in here and explain for the refs on why he was removed. So Lim did not need to go around and jump on Adamski like that. You saw Mackey, who didn't go down there, who very well could have been thrown out for even advancing past that red line. He might have been suspended because that is a big no-no in the ACHA. You cannot do that. But Lim gets ejected for getting involved in the argument when it wasn't directly in front of him. So now we get to see Brady Vickery, who I think we had mentioned at the beginning, he is 1-2-1 so far. So
correct.
The Colonials, it's not looking good on the scoreboard. We're seeing a 5-minute major for Mercyhurst.
We are.
That is a game misconduct.
Yes. And again, like we said, commends to Mackey here because, it's got to be hard as a fellow, teammate to watch your guys down there pretty much being ganged up on. It's a 6v5 at that point. But Mackey keeps his cool, keeps his head, and stays down on his end of the ice to make sure that he isn't the cause of more issues. So good on him. Good on the boys down there that were protecting their man, Adamski there. He did take a huge shot. So we will see, like you said, Brady Vickery get in between the pipes here now for a team in Mercyhurst who's already down 6-3 with 9 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the third.
Vickery is how they're pronouncing it. Brady Vickery. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things being said here. Jared, listen to that. See if you can get that figured out. But from what I'm seeing on the board, we have 2 minutes as a penalty to RMU, and I'm assuming that is some sort of roughing penalty, something. Mercyhurst, 5-minute major for fighting in a game misconduct for, I believe, the goaltender. But Jared will update us on that shortly. I'm not going to listen to it there. We've got a timeout for the Colonials bench as they try to get things figured out. But from what I'm seeing, it's going to be a 4v4. Brady Vicari now in net. As we had mentioned from Mercyhurst, Mackey stays in net for the Colonials. Time of the minutes, 10 minutes and 22 seconds in the third period. We have halfway through this period. So, Jared, did you get any more clarification on that?
So we have a 5-minute major from the goalie, Lim, and a game misconduct from him. We had RMU with Adamski, Kramer, and I believe I missed the last one. Loges. Those were all 2 minutes for roughing, as well as for Mercyhurst. The other 2 players are in there as well for roughing. So it's going to be roughing penalties at 10:22, and then it's going to be that 5-minute major and game misconduct from the goalie, Lim.
Okay, so to clear that up, to make that easier, there are 3 roughing penalties for the Colonials. There are 2 for Mercyhurst, but also a game misconduct for their goaltender who was ejected. So we have 2 minutes on the RMU side of things. That makes it 4v4, but after those 2 minutes, you've got a 3-minute period of the major penalty to the goaltender for fighting and the game misconduct, ultimately ejecting him. Now, if you aren't aware of how 5-minute majors work, you can score at whim. Those 3 minutes, or technically the 5 minutes, will last regardless if the Colonials score a goal or not. They can score as many as they want inside that period, or as many as they can. I'm sure they want to score as much as possible. But we are starting off for 4v4. A lot of ice out there, a lot of room to skate. This should benefit the Colonials as the Lakers have it in their own zone. Number 12 shifts it along to 21 for the Lakers. Sends it all the way down behind the net. Mackey stops it. Sends it all the way through. Reed knocks it up actually onto the wall there. Reed sends it underneath to Draper. Draper sends it out. Back to Reed. Reed holding, spins around. Colonials really not pressuring here. No real point because it's 4v4. They're going to have a 5-on-3 for 3 minutes at the end of this minute here because we are already down to 90 or 60 seconds remaining in the roughing call to the Colonials. Sent far side and in behind the net. Mackey's there, a great hit. And here come the Colonials. They have a 2v1. Moving in, Draper in the center, drops it to Reed. Reed toe drags to get around one, still maintains possession. Keith Reed out in front, loose in the neutral zone, loose in the paint. My apologies. And the cover.
That's a good save by number 33, Vickery there. While the play was happening up in the offensive zone, that hit that was laid down on that corner wall, number 7 from Mercyhurst did have to limp off. CJ Natal, the previous goal scorer, did have to limp off the ice. So we'll hopefully be able to see him return. We hope that injury is not going to be too serious. It looked like a lower leg injury.
And he is being treated by the Mercyhurst staff on the bench. Harbison spins it back in. 30 seconds to go on the power play, or on the 4v4. Lance Cotton at the point. Sends it down. Wheeling in, out to Harbison. Harbison takes his time over to Cotton. Cotton down to Smith. Smith drops it to Harbison. Harbison winds up, shoots it high. Mickey behind the net. It's on the back of the net. Knocked off. They're going to call for the whistle. Now it's important to note a good portion of the Colonials' point scorers are in the box.
Yeah.
There you have Adamski and Kramer both in the box, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get out and get to the bench because there's 2 of them that have to get. There's 3 of them that have to get out, and I don't know. They might have to wait for a whistle.
Yeah, they're going to have to wait for a whistle. They're not going to be able to all come out. It's going to be too hard. You would have too much of a transfer there.
Schindler sends it down, chips it forward, and that's going to end the 4v4. Out on the ice comes Kramer. Probably the right choice there. All the way down, Mackey's going to have it. 3 minutes the Colonials have on the major to the goaltender, Lynn. Here come the Colonials. Wheeling out into the offensive zone. That's Palumbo. Drops it to Draper. Back down to Palumbo. Back behind the net. Picked up by Draper. Back underneath. Palumbo has it. Tries to Michigan. Oh, he tried to Michigan. Back around on the wall. Far side. Schindler misses the net just wide. Jenkins at the point. Back down. Draper. Back to Jenkins. Across. Colonials wheel. That's Reed. Reed gives it down to Palumbo, who goes back to the line. 1 minute gone in the power play major. Jenkins at the point. Wheels down into the circle. Behind the net. Passes across to Draper. Draper walks in with the shot that's saved. Palumbo has it. Tries to go back around, back and forth. And the puck is not in play anymore. And now we will see Loges and Adamski going off back to the bench, as well as Colin Dodge. That's a good whistle for the Colonials. You got to be okay with that. You get Adamski back. He's going to go right back on the ice.
Yeah.
But Vicari, dangerous already.
Yeah, he's looked a little shaky in the net there. I'm going to have a talk with Palumbo about that Michigan attempt. Didn't quite get it all the way on the stick there. But
I saw one of the Lakers falling down, and I think he hit the stick. But I mean, Palumbo has the confidence right now. To do that. We've seen Kramer try a Michigan. We saw Zegras do one last night.
Yes, we did.
Behind the net. Walking out. Behind. Palumbo picks it up. Looking to pass it out to Cotton. Cotton sends it down. That's Mickey. Mickey holding, looking for a pass. Tries to send it all the way out to Kramer, and he scores! Kramer gets one!
Roman Kramer does it again. And at this point, I'm not surprised anymore. That is just typical for this RMU team.
Another Mike Lang quip, if I may. Get in the fast lane, Grandma. The bingo game's ready to roll.
7-3 with 6 minutes and 1 second left in the third period. This has become a routing.
There's still a minute and 20 seconds in the major. They still are on the power play.
And we're going to see that same line out there, the Adamski, Cotton, the same guys. They're going to go out there and try to get another one.
Cotton has it after a good pass from Kramer. Mickey trying to wheel and pick it up, sends it across to Kramer. Kramer picks it up with some speed, through the middle, gets past two of them. Goes to try and spin it around. Mackey, out. Cotton, down to Kramer. Kramer back in again. Draper has it out loose. Kramer has it yet again. Spins around. Oh, Mickey with a good stop, and Cotton keeps it in. Cotton spins, gets past one. A slick move by Cotton. Shot on net, and a glove save by Vicari. 51 seconds left. Did I hear the announcer say 28 goals for Kramer?
Yeah, that's Kramer's 28th goal on the season, and that was assisted by Nathan Mickey, who is out here making another impact play. He hasn't played a lot of games this season. I think he has about 7 or 8 under his belt at this point, but he is filling up the stat sheet. He's another one that's on a point-per-game pace right now. So this RMU team is looking really good right now.
Harbison tries to send it down to Schindler. Picked up. Wheeling it through. That's Cameron Smith. Picked up in the corner. The Colonials still have possession. 30 seconds left here. Palumbo wheels down out to the point. Harbison winds up. Half slapper. He gets it on net. Still loose out in front. Schindler fires it back. Cross crease. Almost gets one. Trying to spin around is Reed. Out to Harbison, who keeps it in. He has Schindler far side. Looking for the one-timer. Harbison sends it in. Tipped with a high stick. And they're going to call that high sticking. So the Colonials touch up on that, and we're going to have another whistle.
It is crazy. That is Kramer's third point on the night, now that I'm looking back on it. He has 2 goals and 1 assist on the night, and that first line is clicking on all cylinders like they have all season.
An update from another club sports game tonight. RMU Roller Hockey, who is actually, I think, 2 or 3 rinks over from us right now. They won in overtime 5-4 over the University of Massachusetts in overtime. Goals coming from Foley, Schwartz, Miller. Foley and Schwartzmiller. Foley with 3, Schwartzmiller with 2. The hat trick for Foley. Passante with 4 assists. McCabe with 2. Next game tomorrow at 10 o'clock. The Colonials, seeing their major tick away, got a goal. That's good for them. Trying to get another one. Out to the point. Fired far on Vicari. Vicari covers it. And we're going to have another whistle. 4:34 left, even strength. Maybe it'll stay that way for the rest of the game. We'll see.
Well, we would hope to see that. I just want to highlight the fact that Kramer, 2 points away from his 60th point on the season.
That's insane.
It is amazing to me how well this kid has played all season.
So that means he has 3 points tonight?
He does. He has 2 goals and an assist.
Let's see if he gets a hat trick.
Yeah.
Another high sticking call. I don't necessarily agree with that one, but regardless, the Zebras say, and we listen to them.
Yeah. Just like
Coach
we listen.
Joseph might not, but we do.
Yeah, no.
Lining up for the faceoff yet again. 4:30 to go in the third period. Faceoff won by the Colonials. Loges sends it in. Fresh off of his roughing. Minor. Underneath the circle. Cleared all the way out. Loges back for the Colonials. Skips over his stick. He's going to maintain possession, get around the net, spins it around for his D partner. Albert sends it back to Loges. Loges hits Multeri. Multeri tries to get around one, but Byrne knocks it up to him, even though he got pickpocketed. Multeri gets past another hit. Does lose the puck, but evaded the hit, so we take those. Albert gets it for the Colonials. Tries to clear it out. Number 27 for Mercyhurst with the shot. Had number 21. Jake Peters coming in late. Could have had a better shot from the slot, but you have to take the shot when you have it.
And, credit to Albert there. He does end up being the reason that puck was turned over in the offensive zone, but he does lay out to take out a pass lane. There wasn't anybody there for the pass, but it's a great defensive play to keep him squared up so Mackey can make the beautiful save. He gets to square up straight on the shooter there.
We had mentioned earlier that we might be doing a post-game interview. I don't know if that's going to happen, just given the timing, given the route as well. There may be something later up on the video as we have a player down for the Lakers. That is number 15. Is it 15? Yeah, it's 15 who we don't have on the roster.
We don't have him on the roster. He did take a big body behind the net there, so I'm not sure. It looks like we possibly might get a boarding call on number 25, I believe that is for us.
That's Nathan Isaac.
Yeah, there he is.
We
were talking about him
tonight.
earlier. We weren't sure. We hadn't seen a lot of him today. Maybe it was just that we didn't get to call his name very much, but that is Nathan Isaac going into the box.
So I had mentioned that, given the timing, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get the post-game interview done. I just wanted to come back and clear that up because I did mention that we were going to do it. But given that it is almost 11 p.m., I'm not sure that Coach Joseph's going to want to do that. He's probably going to want to get home, I'd expect. It's going to be a delayed penalty as a Colonial was dumped into the boards, and he's not moving. Oh, not good, not looking good. Looks like the wheel might be busted. Out to Mackey. See if we can get a number on the player that is hurt here for the Colonials, and that is Jeremy Jenkins, number 23. That's going to go down, and it's going to be waived for an icing, even though it shouldn't be because the Colonials are on the penalty kill. But
correct.
It looks like Jenkins was hit pretty hard against the boards. He went down, and they're going to call 2 minutes for boarding or checking in the back. One or the other.
Yeah, and it was going to be number 20 Logan Williams going in there. He's gonna go 2 minutes there. We'll get the actual call when it comes through, but I would assume it was going to be a boarding call. It was a boarding call there for Logan Williams.
2 minutes. So we're going to see some 4-on-4 again for about 1:27, and then the Colonials will have about a 33-second power play, and that'll take us down to the final minute of the game, the final 60 seconds. 3:06 left in the third period. The Colonials up 7-3, scoring 4 goals in this period. Schindler holds it. Sends it to Draper. A good glove by Vicari. Can't hold it. Can't have that happen in this league. Colonials pick it up in their zone. Schindler. Wheels. Looking for the pass. Far side. Shot goes up into the netting. And we're going to see a whistle here. 1:05 left on the 4v4. 2:44 left in the period.
If that netting wasn't there, I'm pretty sure that's taken out that scoreboard. That one was an absolute rocket all the way up there.
Almost hit the mother-in-law door over next to the Canadian flag.
Yeah, it did.
Colonials lining up for an offensive zone face-off. Up 7-3 in this game here at the Clearview Ice Arena on a frigid Saturday evening on Neville Island. Colonials pressing forward. Schindler picks it up, tries to get it behind the net, can't do it. Intercepted by the Lakers. What a hit by the Colonials! Absolutely rocked number 12, Jeremy Oliver. That was Keith Reed. The Colonials not happy with the shenanigans from earlier. There's going to be a whistle on that, and we're going to see another penalty. That's going to be slash. That isn't actually on the hit.
Yeah, no, it was not on the hit. It looks like it's going to be a slash down in the corner there. And, what a hit by Keith Reed. It was a hit that maybe could have been considered targeting, leverage, whatever the correct term is there.
It's not targeting.
But it was a huge hit, and I'm glad that there was a no call on it because I think that was the right call.
You were looking for charging. That's what it would have been.
That is the call.
Too much college football in the brain.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes for slashing on number 28, Austin Albert. So that's pretty much going to end the period for the Colonials in terms of even strength hockey or a potential power play, as that's going to bleed it down all the way to about 18 seconds to go in the third period, provided there's no goals for either side to end the special teams early. 4-on-3 currently, Mercyhurst with the power play advantage at the moment. Number 12 at the point, Oliver steps forward, dishes one down. Smith down, trying to stop the cross crease. Out to 22 for the Lakers. Lakers shoot. Oh, it's loose, and they get one. They got it there. Just barely goes in. The referee's calling for it. And they are definitely going to be calling that guy there. Calling for the whistle. Colonials not too happy. They point to number 23, Corey Skoll as the possible goal scorer. We'll have to get confirmation on that. Nathan Isaac comes out of the box, and that's going to kill one of the power plays for the Lakers as they get one back, 7-4 in this hockey game.
That's just an unfortunate goal there. Mackey, he makes the save on the first one, and he suffered a little bit with his rebound control. You spoke on it earlier, and that leaves the puck behind him where he can't make that second save on Corey Skoll.
Face-off won by Adamski as he tries to chip it forward. In comes Oliver. Oliver gets it past the defenseman. Gets deep down. Skoll has it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That is Oliver yet again. Out to the point. Kazan. Over to Peters. Peters with the shot that goes wide. Kazan steps forward. All the way down to the Lakers zone. Corey Skoll is the one that gets credit for the goal. Assist by Peters and Vertosnik. Out towards the Colonial zone. Puck was initially intercepted. A good body. A reverse hit onto Jenkins. Oh, another reverse hit onto Mickey. Number 23 for the Lakers. Out for blood. Adamski moves forward. Over to Mickey. Mickey with a chance. Saved by Vicari. And that's essentially going to end the 4-on-4 time, as the Laker man's going to leave the box in 1 second.
Tell you what, number 23, Corey Skoll, he's a big body out there. Similar size to Lance Cotton, it looks like, on skates. And he was not taking those hits lightly. He was reverse checking everybody that tried to lay the boom on him.
Face off, won by the Colonials. Harbison sends it over. 5-on-4 power play for the Lakers. 60 seconds left in the third period. The Colonials up 7-4. Loges back. Over to Harbison. Harbison stepping forward, dumps it in. Multeri and Chase. Out to Loges. Loges back off the Lakers board. Multeri picks it up, trying to corral it. Spins into his own zone, gives it to Harbison. Harbison looking for a pass, just sends it all the way down. 30 seconds to go in the third period. 10 seconds to go in the penalty to Austin Albert for slashing. The Lakers taking their time to get out of the zone. 20 seconds to go in the third period. Albert leaves the box. Shot goes in on net. Gets tossed all the way to the side. Mackey clears it out. 10 seconds to go in the third period. Byrne picks it up for the Colonials. Out to Multeri. Multeri can't clear the zone. The Lakers still have it. Turns for the shot. 1 second to go, and that's going to end the game. The Colonials win 7-4 at home against the Mercyhurst Lakers on Pets for Vets night. A very good showing by the Colonials coming into this game. They really struggling in the first 2.5 periods to really get some sustained momentum, and then the floodgates opened here in the third period as the Colonials netted between 3 and 4 goals. I can't remember what the score was coming in. I think it was 4-3.
Yeah, coming in it was going to be 4-3, so it was a close game up until this point. The Colonials were able to net 3 goals in the third period. Those are going to come from Schindler, assisted by Nate Mickey to start it off, followed up by Gio Palumbo with the assist from Kramer, netting him his 58th point on the season. So that's huge for him, as well as I almost said Byron. Watching too much TikTok. It's going to be Byrne. And then Roman Kramer gets another goal on the season. That's his 28th of the season. And that's another assist by Nathan Mickey, who, again, like we said, is going to be almost a point-per-game scorer at this point with the games he's played. But Mercyhurst did not go out on flat foot. They did get that final goal by Scholl, assisted by Peters and Versonic. So it's a good showing by both teams out here. It was very chippy there in that last period. But, credit to both teams for coming out here and playing out here for charity tonight. Pets for Vets, we love to hear them. One more time, their website, if you do want to donate, is going to be thinkingoutsidethecage.org.
There is a good chance that we do have the post-game interview with Coach Joseph, who's wrapping up with the Mercyhurst coaching staff. After the handshake line happens, we see 2 players right in front of us. That is Jerome Oliver talking with a Colonial player, and now Draper goes up for it.
It was Gio Palumbo that Oliver was talking to.
Yes. Coach Joseph still having a conversation with Mercyhurst out in front. We'll see if he does end up going over to the bench to have a chat with our very own Alex Gannon. He's going to go say hello to the refs, as he normally does, make sure he gets the final statistics, and then we'll see if he heads on over. But the Colonials wrap it up here tonight, 7-4, with a win over the Lakers. Let's see if Coach Joseph heads over.
And I will give us a little bit of a look forward to the next time we might see a stream here. The Colonials do end up facing off in, I believe it's 2 weeks here. So we will probably be back in 2 weeks, and they will be playing Duquesne.
So what we'll be doing now is we're going to be trying something new. We're going to be going over to a new wireless mic that we have. We have a new lapel mic. And we're going to see if we can get that figured out with some interview questions with our very own Alex Gannon, the recruitment head for Club Sports, as he is with Coach Joseph. And we're going to turn it over to them now. As they try and figure this out.
Yeah.
Again, it's going to be a minute.
Yeah.
This is new for everyone.
It's definitely new for us.
As he gets on the lapel mic.
So we are here with Mike Joseph, head coach of the RMU D1 Club Hockey team after the 7-4 victory over Mercyhurst. Mike, congrats on the win. My first question for you, there was 11 different players who ended up on the score sheet tonight. What's it like to have that kind of production all throughout the lineup?
Well, that's a good question, because up until this point in the year, we've been a little concerned about our depth in scoring. So that's something we've really been working on, trying to get our lines a little more balanced, trying to get our scoring a little deeper, and that happened tonight. So I'm very happy with that, actually.
My second question for you, it was 4-3 going into the third. It was a pretty tight game for the first 2 periods. After that, though, you guys kind of pulled away. What did you guys do differently in the third to kind of open it up?
Well, I don't think our level of intensity or hunger was there in the first and second periods, which is actually a problem we've been having all year. So I think I got the guys convinced to play 20 minutes of hockey for a change. So it's kind of important.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I don't want you to miss the team picture, but the only other question I have for you is, what is these kind of charity games, the annual charity game for you, what does that mean for y'all?
These events are tremendous. Not only the charity is tremendous that we're helping out, but the guys all help out. They organize all this, the jerseys, the charity baskets. We're doing a good thing, and it's a tremendous thing. I'm really proud of the team for doing it.
Well, thank you for coming out. Great win, and we will see you a week or two from now for your final home game of the season.
Yep, next week. Thanks, Alex.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Very
And
much.
back up to CJ and Jared up in the booth to close this one out.
Nice talking to Coach Joseph on the bench. I do apologize. They do got the arena music pretty loud. And that was our first time going with the lapel mic. But I just want to say, when everyone started cheering, there's a service dog on the ice right now, and he ran over to Mackie and jumped into his lap. It was really cute to see Coach Joseph going in for the team picture. Again, these jerseys are being auctioned off for charity, for Pets for Vets, for Animal Friends. Just a phenomenal event that they have here tonight, Jared. What are your closing thoughts as we wrap up the show?
My closing thoughts for tonight was, a great game, especially being out here for charity and whatnot. As we, see here, the team take the photo. We had dogs all over the arena tonight, and that was super cool to have. So, it was a great game all around. Obviously, you want to see Mackie, have a couple better saves, but he played pretty well. And we also got to see some great goal scorers from those first-line guys like Adamansky and Roman Kramer. So, it was a wonderful, wonderful time to be here. I'm glad to be casting another RMU hockey game. What about you?
I just like how Mackie got the dog running and sled dogged his way out. That was hysterical.
Yeah, that was pretty funny there. Mackie definitely loves the dogs just as much as I do it. He was skating off with them there. So
a phenomenal game and a phenomenal showing by the Colonials here tonight as they wrap up Pets for Vets Night, the first charity game of the 2021-2022 ACHA D1 Club Hockey season. That's a mouthful. But the Colonials over top of the Mercyhurst University Lakers, 7-4 in this game. I'd love to know if we had some numbers on how much money we raised. But definitely all for a good cause, and we love to see it. Now, like Coach Joseph mentioned, next week the last home game for the Colonials here for the season, and that is in the regular season. We may or may not have a playoff game that we might be hosting. We might actually travel for it. We'll see. That's all logistics. But for right now, next week, is it a Friday night game? Saturday night? Okay, so it might be Friday or Saturday night. We will be live down here at the island yet again to wrap up the season. Hopefully the Colonials can break the Power 25 going into that time.
And then real quick, next week we will be live again Saturday in the morning. We will have men's club volleyball coming at you live from the event center, the rec center at RMU. So look forward to that next weekend, and we'll see you guys next week on Saturday.
Absolutely, Jared. It's been a pleasure here yet again for another D1 game. We'll be back next week for club volleyball, as well as the D1 Club final regular season game of the season. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Stay warm, because it is cold down here in Pittsburgh.